And this is session 1 of the actual play session. It is Jason as the GM. Devin is the one of the mouse guard, the patrol leader. We've got Megan, who's the tenderpaw, and we've got Matt, who is a guard mouse.
They've lost supplies, so you brought supplies with you, and try to make some type of government, something. You try to make them anything. You had like 8 members, but they're all kind of gone, and you're down to 2. You, which is Ko, enters the town of Elmos from the south. After leaving... Oh, sorry, before we even proceed... you come in from the town from the bottom. You have to do a fucking prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you recover... Oh. You would have recovered a taxed nature. Prologues recover taxed nature.
Right.
But what I'll let you do is... I'll let you tick a pass or fail for your nature.
Alright.
Since you don't have anything to recover. Alright, so prologue. You need to give them a prologue of the last, I guess, 2 sessions.
Alright. My original mission I started at Lockhaven was to deliver a letter to a widow of a guard captain who recently died after years of service. So it started off as a simple mission. I went on down, stopped off at... And then on the way, I was also recruiting new guard mice. So I stopped off at the town of Ivydale and asked her, it's a very tribalistic town, so I asked their mayor if they had anybody that wanted to join the mouse guarding. She's like, sure, just he'll come by and see you tomorrow morning. So I sleep in the inn, wake up, and there's a little kid there, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to whack stuff.
It certainly was.
and quite literally, he wanted to beat stuff. So... I reluctantly took him along, and on the way, a fox shows up. Oh no! So when I'm trying to run away from the fox and like keep out of its trail, I turn around and oh look, Kurt, who's the kid's name, isn't there, and I heard off the fox goes trotting with Kurt. So I chase after the fox. After a brief little tussle, I fail to stop the fox, and he carries Kurt off. I'm like. So, I accept the fact that Kurt's probably dead, and continue on with my adventure. So I go stop at the town of
Elmos.
Yeah, Elmos, where my girlfriend lives.
Which you guys are too.
And so I talk to her, and I find out that her sister, who is my enemy, is gone, like left town to go chase after a fox by herself. And, lo and behold, it's the same fox that took my little sidekick, Kurt. So I chase after her, and after a couple of arguments and almost a fight...
Which you wouldn't have won.
I would have lost horribly. She's a warrior by trade.
That's what he picked as his enemy. He picked it.
Yeah. Anyway, we get to the town of Barkstone, which was destroyed, where you guys are heading now.
No, it's where they came from.
We came from Barkstone.
Or came from Barkstone, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after finding out the town was destroyed, we chased after the fox again, and we kept up to the fox, and we end up leading it out of the territories, so across the scent line into the wild areas. And then we head back to Ivydale.
Yeah. So, she's a very vicious fighter, and he was very technical, so they were able to sort of work a way to annoy the fox to the point where it had wounds and stuff. So
nice.
Yep. So, went back to Ivydale, and we find that my girlfriend is missing. Or she's not there.
No, she's in Spruce Tuck.
She went to Spruce Tuck for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like, well, that's where I'm going, so I'll go meet her up in Spruce Tuck. So I go, deliver the letter, and
you didn't tell him that you found Kurt.
Kurt? Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that. I found Kurt missing an arm and barely alive. And at the point, I was pretty much the same state too. I was critically bleeding because I had messed up pretty bad. Whereas my enemy Nala didn't have a scratch on her. So I healed Kurt, but failed to heal myself. So she drugged the 2 of us back to town, and we got healed up. I was still pretty messed up, actually.
He was pretty messed up, too. We had one arm.
Yeah, but he was healed. He wasn't bleeding.
No. Yeah, you were still kind of injured, yeah.
To continue, I got back to Spruce Tuck, finished my mission. I delivered the letter, the sword, and the cloak.
Hold on. You missed the whole thing here.
But I ran into my childhood.
Before that.
What am I missing?
The trip between Elmas and Spruce Tuck, you got whisked away to
my Lord,
stream,
yeah.
and
there's a lot happened. I can't keep all this. All right, so I leave Ivydale. There's a rainstorm, so I get swept. Me and Kirk get swept away, and we end up beside this hole. So I look down into the hole, and I slip and fall because the ground is all muddy, and down into the hole. And Kirk,
I was tired as well.
Yeah. So Kurt, he's like, "Hey, how you doing down there?" I'm like, "I'm doing all right. Do you think you can get down?" "Yeah, no problem." So with one arm, he tries to shimmy down. So he falls. And like,
catch him.
Just let him fall.
This is how you learn.
I am trying to make him a guard. It's like, you gotta get some bumps and
You
scrapes.
try waving to him.
But, you need some bumps and scrapes to learn. Missing an arm isn't enough.
It's horrible.
So, we're like, well, we can't get out now. There's no way to climb out, so we decided to try and find a way out going through the tunnels. So for miles and miles, I guess, for yards and
It was
whatever.
almost a full day or
It was a
more.
full day of walking. And we start hearing this weird sound, so I look up, and here's just bats everywhere. So they're like, "What are you doing here, Mousy?" And they're all talking in rhyme. And I asked them if you can help us find a way out. So I kind of deceived them, saying that, okay, and this is like a special, well-known bat I'm talking to. If you help us find a way out, and you fly us out, I'll show you where I came across a large collection of moths, which is good food for you. And I'd lie, because I didn't see any moths.
They were all starving, right?
They're all starving.
bats,
Like, they'd do anything for food.
Yeah.
And then again, I convinced him not to show him where the mobs is, because I said, well, if I show you the mobs are, you're just going to double cross and say, well, screw you, mouse. So he flew us out of the hole and
Ended up in...
ended up not finding any mobs.
Well, you ended up going to Copperwood.
Yeah, Copperwood. Where
So you've been all over the fucking
yeah.
Well traveled.
Yeah. Anyway, in Copperwood, I see an argument in the bar. There's this little mouse and this big mouse. The big mouse is claiming that a little mouse stole some precious jewel there because it's a mining town, right? Anyway, I break up the fight and I say I accuse the big guy, leave the little guy alone. Blah blah blah.
Oh, we did for the week.
He's a fun week, right? Anyway, next morning, lo and behold, the little mouse has a pickaxe buried in him, and he's in the middle of town, town square. And there's a crowd gathered around, and conveniently, no one saw what happened. Except for the same guy who had the argument with him. He was standing there like, well, he got what he deserved. Anyway, he's sort of like an influential guy in town. Like, he's not the
mayor master.
Yeah, he's not the mayor, but everyone lets him do what he wants because he's a big guy, right? So I confront him, and using my orator ability and some creative roleplay, I get the crowd to turn on him, and because it's like, well, look, what happened here? There's a guy with a pickaxe in his back. You were arguing with him the night before, and you're here conveniently gloating over the dead bodies. Come on, look at it, people.
Use your guard mouse thing,
and
too.
then he started attacking me as a guard mouse, saying that I have no right to be here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm a common person working for a common good, and I was like, look here, I'm a guard mouse defending the weak against people like you. And after some good rolling, the people took my side and carried him off into the mines.
It was more like good role playing too, because
Yeah.
it ended up doing a full conflict for that too, and he basically won without conflict, which means he basically beat him so bad that
I didn't lose any. I didn't lose any hit points. Pretty much, I lost no hit points, and I beat him to 0. So,
so he basically the whole crowd was just like totally overwhelmed by his speech. That they just said, "This guy. We're not putting up with him anymore," and
It was
dragging
a
him out.
combat, but it was a conversation combat.
Yeah.
Which could have
Awesome.
resulted in death as well. Either way.
yeah, I could have
Either
been.
way, he could have been the one dragged up to the mines and killed. Yeah.
Or the
just
guy,
scared.
or the crowd could have let the guy attack me and with no repercussion, right? Like physically attack me. Anyway, to carry on after that, keep that in mind. What I just did. Went to Spruce Tuck, finished my mission, and no one seems to see where my girlfriend is. Like they know she's arrived, so. I question, and I find out from the same old woman that I gave the letter to, oh yeah, she was with William, who is my childhood bully, who I conveniently ran into when I entered town. Anyway, he said his parting words to me, when we first met, he said, oh, I'll see you around, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, so... I found out my girlfriend's gone to visit him, so I'm inquisitive and I'm pretty jealous. Like, what the hell is my girlfriend doing talking to my bully? Go to his place, ask him. So William, you seen my girlfriend around? No. You know, I haven't seen her at all. And he wants to get me to leave pretty quickly. I'm like, no, I push my way in. I'm going to look around. So a fight happens because he doesn't want me entering. Anyway, I kick his ass. And with the help of Kurt, the one-iron fighter, he does put it down.
He beats him behind.
Anyway, and lo and behold, in the back room, my girlfriend's tied up, and she's pretty ruffled up. Anyway, so what I think he's going to do is he's obviously going to rape her or like torture her or something, right? So I tell Kurt to go untie her. So he goes to the back room. I come out into the front room, and after knocking the bad guy unconscious, I break both his legs. Anyway, so I see my girlfriend, tell the two of them to leave, and after they leave, I beat him to death. And keep in mind, I just...
Yeah.
In Copperwood, I just,
did the opposite.
Like, this guy took vengeance on a little guy who stole from him, and I got him carried away, and then I did the same thing. I took vengeance. And also, I have a calm trait.
Which
so
you used.
I broke my calmness. I snapped.
So what's funny is now that basically he was like rushing them out of town. They're like, "Okay, guys, gotta go. Come on."
They have no idea. They have no idea. They have no idea you even hurt him.
No.
They just know he was unconscious when they left, right?
Well, yeah, they know that you beat him once at least. Yeah. So so basically he's just like hurrying him along. He's like, "Okay, guys, time to go.
We have places to be. People to see.
So he kind of hustles him to Elmas. Which now he enters. By the way, check one of your fails or paths for your nature. Just because I'm giving you some kind of reward. So he enters, and don't forget, everybody knows what a guard mouse looks like, because guard mice look very much like a mouse with a cloak. So a mouse with a generic cloak,
which is not a common thing for civilians.
Yeah, normally civilians wear clothing of some sort.
Yeah, actual clothing.
Well, like usually it's like leaves or would be some type of like
shirts. Shirts are common.
Yeah, like moss. Elmoss probably got some type of like mossy type of clothing, like under linen, over linen or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So guard mouse basically naked with a cloak is pretty easy to pick out because usually that's all they have, that and a weapon. He's got like a book.
I got a satchel. Yeah, like a letter carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's very easy to pick up that he's a guard. Right?
Also,
and you probably know each other too.
Yeah. Also, when I do enter town, I look very bothered and angry.
Right. Oh yes, because you have the angry condition. So he is actually angry right now at everything.
Yeah.
He's generally angry, and probably angry at himself right now. So all right, now let's start playing. All right, so where are you guys to during this thing, because you guys were in here for a day, so you end up... Probably this is the morning now, you're just entering. You say your farewells to your girlfriend or whatever.
Yep, after dropping her off. And
Alright, she asks you what's wrong.
Well, I really don't have time for it. I have to be on the way.
Right. Well, Kurt's like, yeah, we gotta be on our way. Yeah, on our way. And he takes his stick with his one arm and swings it around.
Come on, Kurt. And I tap him and nudge him at the door.
Alright. It's like, well, good luck, I think. And then she goes back to her armor smithing, because that's what she does. She's her armor. She goes back to her thing.
Yep.
That's what she does!
Yeah!
Cheering! She's a cheering person. Yay!
That was on a video recording.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, obscene gestures.
Well, I'm sure when I said cheering, they'll probably understand what that means. But yeah, so you wander off to somewhere because you need to clear your head or whatever you gotta do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay.
Hello. So you guys are at your Elmos a day before. You're a little bit tired, worn out, hungry, but you automatically pass a nice resource check because your GM is a nice guy. And you got fed and you got your tiredness taken care of when you slept.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you wake up, probably got a little dirty from your trips, but probably worried about your lost memories. You had about 8, now you're down to 2, but you're unable to find any of them, and you have a bad feeling Fox has something to do with that. But you don't know where the fox is.
Okay.
You don't know the fox is fucking gone or anything. But you just do know that Barstow is sort of messed up.
Okay. Well, we have the reason to stay here, right?
No.
Not really.
This is basically a spot that you came to because it was a town, the closest town to where you were when you gave up looking for your friends.
Okay. And
Looking for your members. Because they're missing.
okay. Then I...
Look at your beliefs and goals. And
Yeah,
stuff.
obviously I want to make the Barkstone.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's what I'll propose to do with the Tinderpaw.
Alright, Tinderpaw, Miss Tinderpaw Walter.
Well, go ahead.
He's my bot. I follow him around.
You just follow him around?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, well then I'm going to create a situation then. So, hold on. Not a situation, but at least together, right? So as you begin walking outside to proceed to the next thing, which would be probably headed back to Barkstone, that's the idea, with your little tinder pod tagging along, you find yourself almost bumping into another person with a blue cloak that looks to be part of the guard. You may have known him, which you can roleplay into if you want to, as he is a guard mouse. You are a patrol leader, so you probably know...
I'm patrol leader-wise.
Yes. Right, so
You definitely know.
well, you know what he does, and why you're around, probably, like that kind of thing. But he doesn't know. He has no idea what you were doing in Barkstone. He knew you were in Barkstone because when he went to his original mission, there was a little pond, a mouse pond, put on Barkstone, meaning that there was a patrol there. He doesn't know why they were there at all. So
Okay.
you almost bang into another mouse guard, which you know. You probably might know him by name or by personality, but you do know he's a guard who has a one-armed accomplice with him.
That is rather odd.
Well, the other, it's not totally one arm. It's like a stump. It's like this.
Funky chicken.
Okay, do we actually run into him or almost run into him?
Almost run into him. So, like, basically, you're crossing paths. You're leaving the inn. He's going towards his girlfriend's, and you're basically almost staying at
What are you doing?
You fucking know each
Hello.
other, like I said.
Huh?
You definitely know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking Smith Simmons. That's Simmons.
Simmons, what are you doing here?
We'll do something else.
You may know him, or may not. It doesn't matter.
I'm thinking.
He certainly knows you. Go to Simmons. Patrol leader wise, so it makes sense. He knows all the ranks and everybody who's in there.
I don't think I know like what he is, but I don't really know him personally.
But yeah, just know he is a guard mouse.
Yeah.
Or a mouse guard.
Wait, what was I doing?
We were trying to find the...
You were about to head back to...
No, I mean, why we were there in the first place. We were trying to find the guys.
Well, what happened? You were trying to find the different Border Patrol members, and you were just trying to find people that were in your patrol. Or also looking for help because, whatever other reasons. I mean, but essentially now you're just about to bang into each other. Yeah.
So then he asked me, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And this is basically close to town from when you left off.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I lost some men from my patrol and trying to retrieve them, but unfortunately I was unsuccessful.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
What are you doing in a town like this?
Well, I just finished a mission.
Mission?
That's true.
Yeah, I had to deliver a letter.
To here.
No, not here. But anyway, the mission's a complete success.
Okay.
So, I guess I have some time on my hands. I don't have to be back to Lockhaven until winter. And I just got a new, I guess I could call him tender. No, not yet.
What do you mean not yet? He's looking up at you like banging you with a stick.
God!
He's like, I'm a tender paw. I gotta be a tender paw. You told me I was gonna be a tender paw.
Not yet.
He's shorter than the rest of you. He's like
He's
14.
quite young. We have to get you back to Lockhaven first.
Yeah, let's go back to Lockhaven.
Well, come on, hold on. Anyway, I waved little Kurt to the side.
He just kicks the dirt and wanders off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mind him. When he lacks in appendages, he makes up Lord Fury. So
when Kurt smiles, he's got one tooth that's bigger than the other.
So it's inbred.
Wow. He's basically one of his tooth probably cracked or something. He's a little bit of a fighty type of scrapper, that little thing.
yeah, apparently he's taken on a caterpillar. He said. So.
Yeah, he said it.
He thinks it was a caterpillar.
He wasn't too
He doesn't
sure.
know. He's never seen one before.
Just like a rock.
So
he's an interesting little character.
I see you have a new tender paw.
That's true. You don't
Last time I seen you were by yourself.
Yeah, she's a recruit.
He.
Oh, sorry, he. Forgot.
He.
Walter was a he.
It's a he.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a recruit. Lots of ambition. Not a whole lot of... lots of ambition.
Oh, Walter, you gotta have more than that.
What's your traits, anyways?
Open-minded.
You just got level 2 in that?
No.
Oh,
One.
only one. What'd you pick?
Fiery is my other trait.
Oh, fiery. Okay, well, that's gonna be interesting.
Whoa, wait, what's fire?
Fiery is. Let me
good God.
bring it up.
Kurt and William's gonna be egging each other on.
This is like my
Yeah,
favorite.
let's go.
Walter.
Fiery is my
Kurt and
favorite
Walter.
one, actually. Fiery. This is very short because it does everything. So, fiery mice are known as stir up a crowd. They are quick to anger. There you go. Stir up a crowd, quick to anger.
Cool.
Keep that in mind. So he just
I'm
pretty
really,
much.
I'm good with bees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's pretty. I've actually never met anybody who's good at it. Well, I'm a lore mouse and cartographer. I don't really hang out with.
Your type.
Bee masters.
Don't say that. That sounds bad.
Don't anger.
That's impolite.
I already had my freaking boss call me a girl.
We're gonna fight another fox! You hear in the background is, and I fought a fox! It was big! And I got a gun with myself! He's talking to some random person in the background. He's like, I felt it so good, it ran away. That's what he says.
What's his parents gonna say when they find out that he lost his arm when you're 10 years old?
Whoa, we're gonna
What
sidestep.
parents?
We're gonna sidestep and go straight to Blockhaven, unless you guys need a hand. I got plenty of time in my hands.
Sure do keep strange company there, Kale.
Yeah, Kale sort of helped me out, too. I think something about something, but the fox is gone.
Sorta.
This is what he says in the background. He's talking to some people, in the background.
What fox is he referring to?
Well, apparently there was some fox that smashed up, what was the name of that place again?
Barkstone?
Yeah, Barkstone, that's it. Yeah. So, me and, I don't know, some other random woman, because she's not important. Anyway, some other random woman, we chased it off up across the scent border, so it won't come back. Well, hopefully not. We'll see.
So you chased off the fox that destroyed Barkstone?
Yeah, that's how Kale lost his arm.
You brought a kid to help you track down a fox?
Yeah, he did pretty good.
How many appendages did he have before the fight?
All of them. He's only missing one.
I was about to say we could use all the help that we could have, especially from our guard mouse, but I'm a little hesitant at the moment.
Well, come on. If Kirk could take on a fox which is only missing an arm, he think you have a pretty decent guard mouse, I think. That's why he's tagging along, by the way. He's interested in becoming a guard mouse, so.
He doesn't believe me! He just comes up and looks at you like, with his big eyes. He's like, how come he doesn't believe me?
Well, Kurt.
Has he been looked up by a medical professional yet? Mental or physical?
I took care of him. Right? I'm a pretty well-known healer.
Alright, well.
Actually, was that your reputation?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually has a reputation to become. So you probably know him as the healer guy. Yeah, because he actually helped in one of the situations, epidemics or whatever. Probably. Over the last year after the whole thing with Midnight, you were the one that took care of all the people. So you definitely know him. As
Okay,
the
so
medic
I
guy.
know him.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's
Good
good.
reputation.
Okay, well, you, if you chased off a fox, especially, it must be at least battle tested. Alright, we can use the help. Go trying to establish some order in Barkstone.
Well, yeah, that'd be good. It's definitely a little bit more calm than what I've seen in the last couple of days, so.
People don't lose
Time
arms, so
relax. Yeah.
maybe you can handle this.
Yeah. Poor Kurt.
So, what are you guys planning on doing?
Well, we're about to head to Barkstone.
All right, Barkstone. Let's see. It is now the summer. The sun is out. It's fairly warm. Saying that, that means that there's no real bad conditions. But the grass has been growing pretty good because of the wonderful weather. So the trail that was blazed not too long ago from Kale when he was there has already been sort of being grown over. So it's partially grown over. You'll have to make a Pathfinder check. And yeah, I guess the leader over there. Hello, leader.
Yeah.
Might want to switch a Pathfinder.
I don't have any Pathfinder.
Okay, well, as a group.
I can delegate, can I?
Well, as a group, who's got the highest Pathfinder?
I'd say I do. I have 4.
Yeah, I'm sure it's...
4 Pathfinders. So, essentially, you don't quite know the direction where you're going at the moment. And do you speak up? To say, hey, I got an idea where to go.
Here, I can help you out, sir. I went this way before, so
Yeah.
it's just over this way.
Yep. So, partially overgrown Pathfinder. That, it's a short journey, but partially overgrown. Up 2. Anybody else want to help with him?
I can. I got Scout and Hunter.
Scout.
Hunter.
Hunter. Okay, alright. Now you have to explain how you're helping him, and you have to physically give him a dice from your dice pool. Do you have your own dice? Okay, you don't have to
Monitor.
use... So
I
wait.
do have some here, I think.
Uh,
I got some helping dice I can give people.
okay. Yeah. Oh. Wait. So how many people got dice here?
There.
I own dice.
Oh.
I do.
Yeah, we're gonna need more
I
dice.
don't have D&D dice, so I don't have a whole bunch of...
That's cool. That's cool.
I got like 6 or 7 d6s.
Yeah, like we actually need separate colors and stuff for everybody. I've got another thing. Yeah, well, actually, it's
Like I said, I got helper dice I can hand out to people.
okay. We just want
Because
to
we
do
can
that.
just share one dice pool out for helper dice, right?
Don't share one dice pool. I don't like that idea, actually. Because helper dice is nice, but how do you know which helper dice is what when it's all in? Because basically, when you roll the dice, the helper dice actually determines whether or not you actually helped or not.
Yeah, so you gotta know which dice is what.
Yeah, so you need to know which dice is yours that you gave to him. So, I have lots of dice.
Right. Oh, I got blue, red.
So we got white there and stuff. Right? So we'll work it out. I need dice too. I'm also... That's funny. So, but my dice doesn't have to be color coordinated because I'm not, unless I'm handing off helper dice,
Okay.
which I'll probably use your fancy dice for helper dice.
Okay, cool.
You have 5 white ones, I think,
5 white ones? Yeah. Any other big white ones? Like the big white? Yeah, big white ones.
I got more.
Yeah,
clearly white.
yeah, just big white ones. Yeah.
Good old dollar store dice.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Just get 10. It's fine.
There you go.
Or 8's fine. 8's fine. That's good. That's good. And I'll just pick a set of dice. It doesn't really matter the color, like I said, because for me, it's just generally just going to be rolling against you. So I'll just pick the d6s out here. And you've got blue? Oh, you got different color
I have
dice.
all different colors.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'll give you red.
Okay.
Oh, you got red. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, just take those. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take the color dice because... And we can just put all those away because you're not using anything but d6s in this game. It's a d6 only dice pool. So those can go in here. Alright. Just remember... Okay, never mind. Doesn't really matter. So, so you. They nominate you, it seems, to do trailblazing. Anybody want to help? Just remember, by helping, you're also taking on whatever the result is as well.
Yeah.
You're participating in to the point where you are offering yourself. So
I just don't know how it's...
Stop.
all right. Well, as a scout, right, you can sort of point out things.
Yeah, like I know the area anyway. I'm from Barkstone.
Right. Okay.
So
That's
point
good.
out landmarks.
Actually, you can give a helping dice for that main fact. It's your hometown. You know your way to your
Also,
hometown. It's your hometown. There you go. There's a helping dice for it. You're like, yeah, I remember this. I used to, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
See? That's how you do it. Alright, cool. What about you? Can you offer any helping dice, or do you want to?
I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
How
would you help with that? Just explain.
Look for footprints and stuff like that.
Perfect. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I have one.
All right.
Here before.
So she's looking for footprints. He's like, yeah, I know that place from my past.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's your helping dice beat op 2.
All right. So I need the way this goes is I need at least 2 4s or higher, and anything lower than that doesn't count. There's no negatives. There's no like critical
Yeah.
fails.
You need 2 successes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And-
And you definitely did it.
3. Yeah.
Alright. Now, unfortunately, only the person who rolls the skill gets to check for a pass or
I
fail.
didn't help anyone.
So, I didn't help. You're like, I remember that. No, was it that place? That was that place over there. I don't
I
remember.
remember that, but there's like 7 more of those everywhere else.
All right. So after actually, it takes about almost 2 days actually. So you guys are out there hacking away at the stuff for quite some time, but you're able to rest up and then continue on. Right. This guy seems to be a little bit distraught and angry the whole time when you guys are doing it. Probably taking his aggression out on the grass and whatnot. Yeah. So you ended up making yourself into Barkstone. There were civilians already there gathered. They seem to be kind of in distraught because all the supplies and such is all over the place, and they seem to be doing a very bad thing of controlling the situation. A group of mice seem to be gathering there, sort of like pushing some people, telling them they have to get back. You know, now they control the town. There's this group and stuff, and they should listen to them. So there's these almost like bandit mice in a sense because they sort of
Militia kind of thing.
yeah, they're sort of taking over the town to the point where it's already an anarchy, but they're sort of forming their own sort, and it's
believe it or not, they're the same people you were having to argue with when the fox came, and they don't like the guard mice that much.
How many of this group of people?
I'd say about 8.
There's 4 of us, one's a gimp.
They don't count out Kurt.
Okay, Kurt. Kurt only has 2 skills, by the way.
I don't know.
That is it.
Alright.
Yeah. And
right.
I don't think any of them are ever useful. I think, well, fighter is.
You just enter town and you see these guys rallying people to him, saying,
Yeah, well, they're sort of like that, and they're also accusing people of being like, being like a hex, almost like this is the reason why, the fox probably came. It's probably you. You probably lured here by whatever, and they're arguing and stuff too. But there's also people sort of getting bullied on and picked on because of, bullied on and picked on because they're, not able to defend themselves.
do you see which one was kind of in charge of the group, or one being most vocal?
Well, I'm guessing as soon as you begin entering the town, and once again, the town is was like a fenced-off town, right? But now it's sort of the fence is destroyed, and there's a bunch of houses that are destroyed, and there's definitely people are kind of like almost like slaving over like stuff, like trying to put stuff back together, or whatever. And then the one person, I guess you would call him the leader, is poking his head out and looking at you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know his name.
No, you don't know his name yet. And he's like, "Hey, it's those guard mice from before." He points at you.
How young is he? Like, how old or young?
I don't know. Hold on a second. I need your character sheet. No, just your front one. Actually, I need all of your this sheet. So your worksheet, I need those too, and I keep those too. Yeah, because it tells me some stuff about your character that I might be able to use.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You
Maybe
can
we'll
give
get
it back
back.
to me later.
What? You didn't write down what Victor's skill was. What was it? His specialty.
His specialty?
Yeah.
I thought I didn't get one because I'm a
No,
wolf.
his specialty. The enemies get one special ability, sort of like they
mine.
get. Oh, that's yours.
Yeah,
What's his?
Fighter.
Ability?
Yeah. No, military.
Military. The militarist. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my enemy would be he's just like my peer.
Oh,
So he'd be fighter. Because I have two. I have the bear, and then I have to make a pet.
is he a guard mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, he
he's
has a
the
guard
same
mouse.
as me.
Okay, I wasn't even sure. I don't remember you ever mentioning you, person Jamie.
I
I made him up to me.
Yeah, no, just...
I know, but you never ever
said
told
it.
us, so I didn't.
You never asked because we were talking
Yeah,
about
because I'm
it.
like gotta come up with a campaign, so I have to know all this stuff, right? So
I called him Jamie S. Blonde Hair because I was just watching Game of Thrones.
yeah, that's cool.
And Jamie Lannister.
Not a
I hate
problem.
Jamie.
Actually, Jamie's one of my favorite characters.
As a character, yes.
As a character, he's one of my favorite characters, but it's the later version of him, like when he becomes heroic and stuff. When he loses his hand. All right, never mind. I'll stop there.
He loses his hand. What?
Okay, and yes. So the next part.
Uh-huh. That's what you get.
Yeah,
For rooting,
That
for
was
rooting Brendan's
cold.
death for me.
You didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Karma's
was
a bitch.
disappointed by his death. It really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Alright,
painful.
anyway.
All right.
We gotta do this.
So, right, honeycomb. What? Beekeeper? What the fuck is this? It's like a fucking legend or something almost. Alright, I'm gonna need a map just so I can read this. Anyways, alright, yes. So the guy's just there and he's just like, yeah, that guard I've seen before. And they're all just like,
His name is Jamie, isn't it?
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not a guard. It's
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry.
It's guards. So Kurt's like, hey, those guys don't look very nice. Let's beat them.
Aye, come on.
Stop your squire. Just get closer before I even acknowledge him. Point
All
at
right.
us.
Well, they begin like hauling out like sticks and some get stones.
Throwing stuff at us.
No, they have them equipped. They seem to be ready to do whatever. This one guy looks like he's a merchant or something. He thought he kind of got beat up and stuff. He's sort of like looking back. He's like, "Don't come any closer."
The beat up guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of want to approach him, actually.
It's like everybody has to. Everybody in this town has to work. It's what we know, and people who don't work for to earn a living doesn't deserve to be in Barkstone, and everybody needs to be able to rebuild this town, and you are not doing any help here. He kind of points at you.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too old.
And how exactly?
Shut up, old man.
How exactly do you get appointed as leader of this town?
Well, of course, everybody respects me.
Why? What do you do for work?
I tell everybody else to go to work.
Yeah.
yeah, tell us to go to work.
No. Unfortunately, this can't keep happening.
Sounds like a lazy layabout to me.
Look, he says, and he speaks up a little bit. This town has been, if you're kind. I mean, essentially. Killed.
I know this town better than you. I've grown up here. I know what this is like.
And who are you then?
What? Oh shit. Simmons, Hero Fortdale from Barkstone.
I know who you are. It all burns things up. Oh yes, your father and mother. What was it?
Cassidy.
What?
Cassidy.
The Cassidys. Cassidys. Those old farts. Yeah, well, it's a shame what happened to them.
What exactly are you referring to?
Well, I mean, I'm sure, there's a lot of losses. This fox and whatever, But don't worry, I'm taking care of the situation, he says. So you mouse guards can go back to your stoned fortress.
You are not taking care of anything in my town.
Oh, but I think I am, he says. He begins approaching with his weapon of stick. And the guy's got a couple of stones, and they're sort of following behind. Get out of here, or there's going to be trouble.
Do you understand that I've heard that talk from an army of weasels and still live to tell the tale? A couple of mice with sticks and stones do not make me afraid.
Well, we'll see about this. And they just begin pointing off towards you, and it's just like, go get them, guys!
I'm going to give you guys one chance to leave now with your lives.
You guys intimidating?
Yes.
Alright. Well, it's up to you. This is very early to get ready to a conflict, but we could. We can get to a full-on conflict, or we can get into a versus roll.
Versus roll would probably be what I would do.
Yeah, because, well, usually conflict is something that, you're going right into the end, right?
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not even going to pull the sword. I'm still threatening them based on my own reputation.
Right. Walter just proves Simmons I am the guard. Always be loyal to my friends. Strike first, ask questions later. Geez, that's the perfect time for you to
Yeah.
poke your head in there.
So I get in front of my boss. I was like, you didn't even explain about his parents clearly enough, and I'm swinging my halberd around, poking it.
They're drunks or something?
Just prodding them.
Alright, so...
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so we're just gonna do up a fighting thing here.
My goal basically is to scare off his little minions, not
Okay.
necessarily him.
Okay, what's your intent? Yeah, I haven't even an intent right now.
My intent is basically, well, if I can, ideally, persuade all of them to just fear me and back off. And
Persuade?
yeah. And if, at the very least, his cronies, just so it's just him if he wants to keep pursuing.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Alright, well, we're just going to do a versus rolling. His, of course, is to get you out of town. That's his intent. So, right, who's going to help him with this? It's a persuasive, so we're doing a oratory, I guess. Because you're not persuading him to leave. You're persuading all his friends.
Shit.
It's an oratory.
That's fine.
No,
You can
it's
do
not. It's not fine. He has to do it.
I know, but he can do it. That's what. It's fine. You can do it. You just got to role play. Just think clearly.
It's true. There's things called weapons in this game,
Yeah.
and I know that you're like, well, weapons. I already got a weapon. I got my sword.
Yeah.
No, the weapons in this game are a lot different when you start talking about different things. I'll show you right now. It's very interesting.
But if I do it to him, it'd be persuasion.
Yes, you're trying to persuade him. Weapons of wit, intimidation or deception. You add one success. Evidence, you add another success to your roll. Roleplay, you get another dice. Promises, you get another dice, but to defend, that's those promises are generally what would happen if you played a conflict, right? But you can also use them in this sort of situation. If you ever repeat yourself, you get a -1 dice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
I want to see that.
This gets really cool.
Yeah. That's during conflicts now. But I use it for this as well because technically this is all the conflict all resolved in one roll. But when it gets into the real conflicts, it's really cool. But we're not doing conflict. We're just doing a versus roll. All the same, though, you can still role play and get the extra stuff for that.
Intimidation +1 to a successful feint or maneuver.
Right. Well, we're basically just going to do a one roll off because your goal is to find your parents. This might help you find your parents, but
Especially since we specifically named your
Yeah, I
parents.
named them.
yep. But it's up to you. If you
Well,
want
then no, I'll do it as a persuasion to him to
persuade him to.
persuade him to not so much get the town or anything, but to back down to recognize my authority. Does that work?
I don't like it. No.
Okay.
No, because even if he recognizes your authority, he's not easy to submit. I mean, he's got bigger numbers, so I mean, we can do it, but
That wouldn't be good. Yeah,
but I have to give him pluses to his dice because he's got
that's
bigger
all right.
numbers and they got weapons too, like not really overly great weapons, but they certainly think that they're the bullet. They're basically think they run the town.
All right,
they also
well,
have a hatred, which is more dice, you know.
I'll use Orator then. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to try to persuade his friends to turn on him. All right, that's cool. Not a problem. How are you going to do that?
It's going to take me a while to get into it.
No problem. And I know this is kind of early getting ready to it. Your friends can help it too.
Yep, I already got planned how to help.
Yeah.
How to give a helping dice.
All right,
Nice.
good. So
Yeah.
as long as you can plan, you can give it helping dice. As long as you got the proper skill to go with it. Of course.
Well,
You got persuader, it's fine.
Persuader is good.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
You don't have oratory.
I'm
That's not-
working on it.
You're working
Yeah.
on it. You're training it. But you don't get it. Don't forget to put a pass down for your Pathfinder. Here we go.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess first thing I'll do, because I've clearly realized that he's no sense talking to him.
No,
He's drunk with power, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to.
Oh, you got your first bit of an argument right there.
Well, he's drunk with power. Yeah.
He's drunk with power. You're appealing to the audience now. You're orating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now, here's the situation you can do. You can always, I forgot to explain all this. You can always use your nature in replace of any skill. Alright?
Wait, what's nature?
Your nature's up there.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay. What is my nature?
Your nature, I gave you the very first thing was your nature.
I think yours is 4 minus 3. Is that it? Something like
It's
that.
the very beginning, 3 plus the number. Yeah, yours was 4, remember?
I didn't write it down.
Right,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
down.
I think
It's
4.
4. 4.
Yeah, 4/4.
Yeah. You can always use your nature in place of any skill. If you use it that's not those things, hiding, climbing,
Foraging.
foraging, and all that stuff, you actually automatically take an automatic tax of 1. For every failed dice that you, for every number that you fail by, you also get taxed by that much. When your nature hits 0, hits 0, it resets your nature, and you end up getting a negative trait based on what you did.
Okay.
Yeah. If your nature hits 7, so ever upgrades to 7, because you can level it up, you'll become too mouse-like and get another negative feature. So have to keep it in the middle.
So if I wanted to use nature with my. Wait, what? I can't use it now, would I? No.
Your nature?
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything now. It's when I first escaping, climbing, hiding, foraging.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
But you can use it in place of any skill. But you
Okay.
get taxed. You can also fate allows you to, because you get 1 fate, 1 persona. So you can write that down on your thing there, right in the middle there, right in the very middle. One it's for you too. 1 fate, 1 persona. You can use fate to reroll any 6s. So you automatically get a success, and then you add another dice for every 6 that you have, and it's explosive. So meaning that if you get another 6, you add another dice, and it keeps going. And
6
going.
again, yeah.
And in persona, you get a choice. You can add 1 dice up to 3 with 1 persona. So for each persona, you can add another dice, or you can add your nature to the roll. If you don't have Orator, which you don't, and you're using it, you take the base skill, which is Will. You divide that by half, and that's how many dice you roll.
Oh, okay. So it's actually 2 for me. All right.
If you're training it for a beginner's luck, and you don't use a nature, you then put an X next to oratory, and you check it off. It doesn't matter that pass or fail. Just check off a pass, I guess, until you reach your nature, your maximum nature. When your maximum nature is equal to the amount that you have for your trained skill, you now learn the skill, and it starts at the base, which is going to be 2. Well, 2. Because it's going to be half of your will.
Slow-soaking. All right. For now, I guess I'll just roll the order.
Okay, order.
As is.
So you got 2 dice, right, by itself. Now, we haven't roleplayed yet, which could give you additional dice. And no one else said they were going to help yet, which also.
I'll help.
Yeah, but you have to explain how you're going to help.
Well, I'm just.
You haven't done it yet.
I'm running
I'll
around
wait
with
for him
my
to say.
halberd asking, why are you listening to this
Trying to
idiot?
intimidate him.
Give me that dice.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him when you
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
When you add.
Okay, so I'll just make my first point basically now, right?
Yeah, and then everybody else can help. So how do you help?
I'm just yelling at the people like, this guy's an idiot, like, why are you listening to him? He's like, you guys are stupid for listening to him, because he's really frustrated.
What skills do you have? What's relevant?
Fiery redhead.
Fiery and...
Oh, that's his trait.
What's traits? Your
Yeah.
skills.
My skills, what were they? Hunter,
She wrote 'em down.
fighter?
Oh, you didn't write them down?
No, she didn't write it down. She just had
Oh,
a sheet filled
I was
out.
using the same thing.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
doing
shit,
hunter.
guys. All right, never mind. Well, I sort of need this, so write it
Yeah,
down.
no, that's
I
cool.
can
You can write that down.
Yeah, I need this because this is actually stuff that I use to sort of campaign purposes.
Yeah, fighter is one of my skills.
All right, well, fighter's not going to work in this situation.
But I have, persuade, but I don't have order either.
Persuade will help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, persuade will help if you can persuade them in a way.
Okay.
So you basically say, listen to this guy because he knows what he's talking about. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you fill out your sheet, every time you write something down, you put a 1 behind it. So you have
1
fighter,
plus 1.
You
So
have
it's,
fighter written 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
so it's 5.
So you have a 5 for fighter.
Yeah, 'cause
I have
Def-
it's the number of times you checked it plus 1. So the smallest you can ever have is a 2. Right. Are you got it written down already?
Yeah, well, I did these already, so never mind.
What about the ones that are written? What about the ones that, like, lower mouse and stuff? You have to write those down.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
You actually have to physically write those in.
Yeah. Lord Mess is the one I took that isn't there. I think.
So you just gave us our will and our health, right? We didn't have...
What about armor wise? It's not there either.
Yeah.
Armor wise is also another
So
skill.
the wise goes into there.
Yeah, the wise goes to skill
all
too.
them?
Yeah,
Jesus.
All those.
for nature.
3.
All those are skills.
Yep,
Cool.
3.
I'm not
They all
6.
they all get your will by 2. Or no, they all get 1 point. Yeah. So they all get
let's
2s.
see, Your
Right?
resources
1
is
plus 1.
3,
Yeah, they're all skill.
and your circles is 1. And your trait names. Your traits. You gotta write that down. So you get fiery.
All good. Leaf skulls and instincts should probably bring all that down too.
Well, I mean, I know the goal. You can see about everything.
It's all good, guys. By the way, all your rules of the game is on the second sheet. So if you're ever wondering like what does what, just look at your second sheet. All the rules are there. That's the one that sort of looks like the character sheet. That's a little different.
Yes.
You good?
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So as my warrior, the 10's here.
Now don't forget, you can always use a trait to give you an additional bonus dice as long as you can use the trait in the event. Only if you're rolling, you can't do it if you're a helper. So what's your traits?
Wise and stoic.
So can you use wise and stoic to help you in the situation, and how?
Well, stoic, I wouldn't do it too.
No.
Wise.
Wise.
Or you can always use it. Or you can always use stoic against yourself. You can also give them +2 dice to get 2 checks.
And checks are very good for later on.
Yeah. Checks allow you to do stuff during the player's turn.
It's very
Because right now it's the GM's turn.
Anyway, if you want a suggestion, since you have wise, you could always make the argument that the people need someone with experience and wisdom to lead them instead of someone fiery and passionate. Because fiery and passionate's good in the short term, but in the long term it can do more harm.
All right.
What about you? What do you do?
For me, I'm going to make the argument that having
In your angry state.
in my hangry state. Okay.
Because over you're angry.
In my angry state, I could say you people are fools for choosing a single mouse to lead you when you should have a group of individuals selected. Don't be idiots. Think with your head.
That's
Don't-
what I was saying.
Don't. No, let's choose something a little more eloquent than idiots.
Naive.
Yeah, don't be naive, and lay your fates in the hands of a single mouse.
Okay, give me nice.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright. And was her helping count too?
Her who?
Or,
She gave you helping dice for.
okay.
What do you want? She basically saying, listen to this guy.
Defending.
He's
That's
wise.
one of my traits. Defender.
There you go.
Defender is one of your traits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the traits don't really matter because you can't use traits in
Yeah.
only
Only
if
I
you're
can
the
right now.
yeah because he's the one who's rolling. You can only help with your skills.
Okay.
But you're using Persuader, and your Persuader was to listen to him because he's wise and he knows his way around this. He's an old fur. He's been through all this before.
And I'm making a point that they're essentially foolish for following one mouse, especially one so young and quick-tempered.
Also, if you want, you can also use evidence to get a dice.
Yes, or intimidation to success. Evidence is success.
And evidence is, well, he's gonna throw it at an old man, right? So use that against him.
Yeah.
Use that
That's a
idea
good
against him
Pity
too.
check.
All right.
So-
So if it's so basically what you're trying to say is look, he's doing it already.
He's beating on a defenseless old man. I mean, what kind of leader is that?
All right. Well, that's an automatic success. So whatever you roll, you add one success into it.
Alright, that's all.
Unless you have rolled no successes.
5, 4, and a 6. Got 2 successes and his helping die.
So that's 4 total.
4 total successes.
Perfect. Well, they only got one success, so against their will, right?
Yeah.
So they begin breaking down, just like going into like a bit of an argument, and he's just like, "Listen to me. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just a guard mouse. He doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Right?" And they're just like looking at him like, and they just begin like throwing rocks at him for a second. He's just like, "Ah!" And they just begin dispersing.
Okay, so that's quick as done now, is it?
Huh?
What now?
Well, you passed that encounter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we still have more work to do.
Asking for your parents, he just said that the box
Yeah.
took your parents, and the box took our comrades. So
He's like out cold right now.
I am.
No,
Buddy? Okay.
No, he just got pelted with stones. The old man gets up and runs off and comes over to thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Oh. It's injured.
Well, I mean, I obviously know where my parents' place was, so I will instruct Kale to do something with him, get him secured, and
Sure.
I'm going to go find where I grew up.
Alright. What do you do?
I go with him.
So
I want to see what happens too.
Alright. What was your... Curtis Simmons? Guard. Okay. Alright, cool.
She's doing a good job so far.
Alright, so you're searching for your parents.
Yes.
Alright, and you're taking care of the guy.
Me, I'm using my healer to try and wake this guy.
Alright, well, Kurt's over too, and he's just like, what's going on with him? How come, where's everybody else gone to?
Well, they're going to go find the patrol leaders.
That sounds like more fun. Can I go with them?
No.
Yeah, sure, carry on.
Really? Okay. I'm coming with you guys. You got the one-armed guy following you. Alright, so,
It's your responsibility.
but you don't need to roll a heal or anything. Don't worry
That's
about
fine.
it. That's fine, because you're just going to work on them, right? With
Yeah.
your healing abilities there.
And a little bit more aggression because I'm angry.
Yeah, so you're just like, you want help? Okay.
Grab him by the scruff. Quick! Ah! Bang!
I'm
Beat him against the
fixing
room. I am healing you!
Alright, so unfortunately that kind of sucks because now you're kind of out for a little bit.
That's fine.
We'll switch it back. So, alright, so you got this Kurt guy following you now. A little mousy guy. He's just like, I'm helping!
Shut up.
says.
Kurt.
That's not very nice.
Why?
Hey, you don't have a cloak either! He points at you.
I'm closer to getting one than you. So.
How do you know that? I beat a fox. What have you done so far?
She
I
puts the
slapped
halberd.
both my arms.
Yeah, but
On both your arms.
what do you
can
mean?
do this. Can
He
you?
told me. What are you talking about? Kale told me that he knows a mouse guard that has only one leg, and he's still a captain of the guard.
He probably
You
lost
did,
his
Yeah,
leg
it's
after.
true.
Alright.
It is true.
Wait, screensaver.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing. I just ignore him because he's irritated.
Oh, really? Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so, what's your plan?
Go to the house, see if it's still standing.
Alright, you go to your house. By the way, I forgot to mention too, you would also get a bonus dice, because you get a bonus dice for every time you roll a dice when you're in your hometown.
Okay.
So, bonus dice.
Also, you get a pass check for your orator. Or no, yeah, you get a scratch.
Yeah, you get a scratch because because you got to put an X in orator.
An X?
X,
Yeah,
yep.
into the little
Into-
line.
Oh, here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then just check off one of the pass. It doesn't matter if it's pass or fail. Just one of the checks.
Okay.
Once you reach that equal to your amount of max
It goes
nature, you actually get the skill. Right now you don't.
So that'd be 4. If we get 4 passes.
Yeah, once you get 4 passes. Well, passes or fails, doesn't matter. Once you get 4 passes.
Cumulative. Okay. Yep.
Alright. So you go to your parents' house. It's no longer a house anymore. It's more like a rubble shack.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? And the goods of wares of your parents, is it Smith they do?
They're carpenters.
They're carpenters, right?
Holy carpenters.
Right, so their house is actually pretty well structured. So, for the most part, all that's missing seems to be part of the side of the house, but your parents not in there now.
Okay, check the house. Probably no, downstairs, because that's probably where it'll go.
Alright.
It's just being destroyed.
Well, you go downstairs and they're not there either.
Okay, I'll go upstairs.
They're not in the house.
That's it. Alright. Okay, I'll return back to Kale.
Alright, Kale, and you just kind of shook up the old guy, and which guy, was it the old guy you were helping? The old guy?
Yeah, the guy they knocked out.
Oh, the guy knocked out,
Yeah.
okay.
Scaring him. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So, alright, so the guy's like coming to slowly, and you're like shaking him. He's like, no. Because you basically are a healer. You know how to wake people up. You know, there's certain scents or whatever, or puncture points that wake someone up. Yeah. So he slowly wakes up as you guys are getting back.
Okay. So he's waking up as we walk in?
Yeah, he's just got him on the ground, basically shaking him.
Kale's not strangling him or anything, is he?
It looks like it, though. Certainly looks like it. He's like banging his head against the thing. Stomping his feet on it. Take his anger out, right? He's got anger issues.
Yeah.
Alright, as I enter, I give a nod to Kale in acknowledgement for good job.
Good job. This guy's beat up. Look at the swollen places all over. Yeah,
And then walk up to the guy and say, what were you saying with my parents?
He's kind of like hides his face a little bit. Well, he looks up at you, and because there's a bright light and whatnot through the sun. And he's like, points to a direction.
What was that supposed to mean?
Your parents, they decided to leave to get help from Petalbrook. I told them they wouldn't help no one. They went anyways and disregarded me. Who knew that it was their son that would be coming back at me in the end? That's what he says.
Wow.
Spits blood out.
Very well. Okay. I'm going to say I believe him.
Okay.
Sort of. And say, is it Petalbrook?
Petalbrook, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to grip the hilt of my sword.
Mhm.
And tell him, if I find out he's lying, I will find it. I will be back.
And by the time I return back to Barkstone with my parents, he would be in his best interest not to be here.
Yeah. Fine, whatever. Thanks, I guess. He spits more blood out.
You just put it on me.
No.
It's gonna be sad.
didn't spit it on you as disrespectful. I just sort of.
No, even accidentally? Any splashback or anything? Alright. Sitting a tender pot.
Tinderbot, get him! I'm surprised Tinderbot doesn't have blade burner. He should have got blade burner.
Alright.
Carry my sword, Tinderbot. Not do that, bitch!
They'd be like, I'm sworn to carry your burden.
Alright, then I'm gonna look at Kale and say, alright, this next quest of mine is more personal. You're not obligated to come along, but you're welcome to.
Well, actually, I feel I am obligated, so...
Yeah, I kind of feel it.
Very well, alright. And then, yeah, make way for Puddlebrook.
Alright, Puddlebrook. Well, the weather has been getting warmer. Much warmer, even though it's getting closer to fall, but it's getting much... Shut up.
I wrote it on my sheet. You told me last session.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
What?
Heat wave.
Okay, cool. Good, I'm glad I told you to do that. Good. Alright, so as you begin traveling, the weather ends up getting like a lot more warmer. Technically can cause a lot of issues. The heat itself burdens you on your travels. So the territories are hit usually once with the heat waves during the summer. So that's exactly what's going on right now. So you guys are on your way to Petal Grove, which is going to take a whole day, if not a day and a half. And it's a long journey. So everybody, yeah, this is it. So everybody just roll up. If you guys are on your way, health test, Op 3.
Okay, what does that mean?
Op 3 means obstacle 3. You have to get a 3 or you fail.
How many dice?
Whatever
Whatever your health is.
Okay.
You're 6.
Yeah. I got 4.
I got 2 successes.
2's like, hey, you need 3. Right? Not 3.
Yeah, I failed.
Failed?
Yeah.
What do you...
Whip out the condition.
Oh.
But,
Conditions for everyone. Ah!
I'm mad with conditions!
No, we failed.
we all failed.
We all failed?
You failed 6.
She got 2 and 3 ones.
Wow! Well, did you get any 6s?
I
Yeah,
got
got
1
1
6.
You can spend it. Well, I don't know if you want to. You can spend your one and only fate to reroll that 6.
That wouldn't worry about it.
No, not worth it. It's not. I think that'd be beneficial later.
All right. Well,
So what happens when you lose nature?
well, it counts because in this case, the heat bears down on you. You begin sweating profusely. Burns sort of appearing on your body, under your fur.
But I'm black. I don't burn. Ooh.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you never see it though.
And we all get the sick condition.
Which is one of the worst. It actually takes away 1 from your dice for every roll you make.
Nature, will, health, and skill. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So, have fun with
Nope,
that.
it's not applied to resources and circle size.
There you go. Isn't.
Odd 4 will test fight off.
It is the worst. It's the worst condition in the game. But now you have 1 less dice every time you roll stuff. It's a 4. So you guys end up making it to your destination. Let's see. Let's see. Alright. Gotta think about stuff. Gotta put it on the fly. Okay. Alright, yes. So you guys make it to Petalbrook. You see that the area is kind of bedded into a mountain, like a hill, and everything there is made of stone. The individuals seem to be kind of hard-shapen a little bit, I guess, because they're really close to the percent border, right? And they are a little bit, they're a bit of a rougher individuals.
Where's Puddlebrook on the map? Up there? Okay, yeah.
Right next to the percent border.
I'm
You've
familiar
been
with
here
the area.
before.
I'm familiar
The
with the area.
weasels around here.
Oh, the-
The individuals. Well, anyways, we'll just say that for now.
Yeah. Oh, there's...
You're in Petalbrook. I just.
Okay, well, it's been a long road. We should probably... Is it what time of day is it? Like,
Well, you travel for a day, but you ended up sleeping and stuff on.
Okay,
You're just sick now.
Is there a doctor in the town?
Maybe. Well, you got a doctor right there, actually. He's a...
Doctor that can heal sickness.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, you usually can't do that during the GM's turn.
Yeah, wait till players.
We just need some like soup and some aloe vera.
Problem is we drown in a bowl of soup. Alright, well, I'm here to find my parents. So.
What's everybody's goals and stuff, so... I guess yours is just...
Well, I didn't say these guys.
Making amends here is just...
So I want to please him. So maybe I should go around asking if anybody's seen Cassidy's around.
Perfect. That's a circles test.
I only have one.
I know. That's awesome. So, hold on. They give you an ob yet. You're looking for somebody who knows information on the whereabouts of his parents, which you try to give a description of. That's an ob 3.
With 1 dice.
Yep. 1 dice.
She can pass
Now-
and roll 3 6s. 6 of them uses fate to
Now,
explode
is
it.
anybody helping her with this?
I'll give her a hand.
You're going to ask some people too?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's a...
Don't forget, you also take part in
I
the
know.
failure that's imminent.
Hold on.
I
I'm pretty familiar with the area. Wouldn't I know people that would know people there?
Do you know any? Do you have any friends, and relatives, or anybody that lives in Petalbrook?
Yes, I do. Sure.
Do you have
I
them?
didn't preconceively think I had any.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
Actually, no. I'm friends with the bartender there.
Are you?
Yes, because during the war, that's where we went to unwind with some of the other soldiers.
Well then, if that's the case, then I really hope that she passes her circles test. Then
Well, why don't I help her by going to talk to him as well?
going to look for him.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go to the bar.
That's a separate circle.
Yes, you can make a separate circle test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I don't. Yeah.
But I want to see the result of one before I see. Because I have to put a twist on it.
I'm not.
So, here we go. He's
if
out
I,
now.
actually, if
Yeah.
I help her, it's redundant because you're trying to impress me by doing it. So
Right.
if I help her, it's gonna.
Yeah. Then
defeat
she's
the
not.
purpose.
Yes. Good. That's a very good point.
What about
All
Kurt?
right. Up
Get
three.
Kurt to help.
Yes!
Kurt?
Kurt loves help.
Sure. You know what?
This knows.
Absolutely. Kurt doesn't know what he's talking about, but he will certainly lend a helping dice.
He just needs a 6 only for success. You got a 6.
Hey, do you guys know what his dad is? He's like, hey, you. So just one
That's
success.
the only one.
So obviously that failed.
Yeah.
So, as you guys begin talking to individuals and whatnot,
I'm gonna make my way to the tavern.
yeah,
Oh,
guess what?
mark,
Hold
If I
on.
can, yeah.
Fail
sorry.
on your
Hold on
success.
now. There's a failed roll. This gives me 5 choices.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose one of those 5. I'm going to choose the enemy clause.
Yay!
Yay!
Enemies! Everyone loves enemies.
Wait, but her enemy's a bear.
Oh, God.
Enemy clause. It could be. It's a little bit
Okay.
different. So.
The bear comes
Another time destroyed.
How could you do this to me? I just wanted to find him. The parents. All right. As you begin traveling around asking questions, you end up finding somebody that you recall from your past.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You find this individual named.
Jamie.
No. Yes, sure. Jamie. Yeah. Jamie. Who is another fighter, isn't it? Guard.
Yes.
Who just come back from the scent line. You bang into him. He looks over at you. Huh. What brings scum like you around? He's a guard, and you're a technical, so he's just looking at you like...
I'm trying to help my mentor by finding his family.
Oh, that's so cute, he says. Really, it's some sort of mere cause. Well, I hope you find this person. I'm sure you'll do a great job. And yeah, let me know when you get your cloak, by the way, because I like to wipe that with my ass.
He really says that.
Yeah, absolutely. He
Keep
says
in mind,
that.
you're also a strike first, ask questions later.
God.
And this guy's also your pair, which you name as a fighter, apparently. So he's also a fighter.
I'm still standing with him, right? I didn't actually go off on my own yet.
No, you're still in the group, yeah.
Alright,
If
cool.
you wanted to be, really.
So what's he doing here? What are you doing here?
Well, I just got finished with some work at the scent lines, he says. You know, fighting off those wild beasts that keep you guys from getting killed.
And rubbing fox piss all over stuff. That must feel really good.
It
I
does.
bet you
actually.
smell real good after.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You know what? Some of us have to take the hard road and not have to worry about all these inner politics with you individuals worrying about your. I wonder what I'm going to have today. Is it a pie? Or maybe I'll bake some bread. Ooh, the decisions! The horror!
Or someone might be smart enough not to volunteer for running for such a menial job.
Well, let's see. Menial job? Well, I think I've already fought 3 foxes this day. 3 wolves off this year. What have you done?
I fought off a fox and ran him across your scent line.
Likely story, he says.
Well, see the little fellow there? He started off with
Yeah,
thorns.
it was a fox, and I whacked him good.
Yeah, Caleb bashed him real good.
And he's like, yeah, that one-armed little freak definitely did his work, didn't he?
Hey, you leave him alone, you ass. Fuck you.
And what are you going to do about it?
Also,
Walter?
who are you to pick on a tender paw? Like, that's just too
He's a
easy.
tender paw too, right?
No,
No,
he
he's
told me
full
you said it's a
paradise.
dust guard.
I'm glad to see
I
my,
She actually did say he's like her, like
His
the same
her
rank. But,
peer.
Oh.
Like, so they're competing.
but this is actually kind of cool. I think.
I like this. This is fun.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, okay, then if he's a 10...
No, that's cool.
No,
Let's
I thought
keep going.
she's a
He's
mouse
like,
guard.
he just
But
got,
he just got his
got
mouse guard.
promoted and she's
Yeah.
jealous before.
Yeah. He just got promoted. Yeah. And he became a volunteer for the Scent Guard because he wanted to get a fast promotion. He thought this was the way to do it.
Okay.
So what are you going to go?
So
So,
I'm glad-
okay, just metagame me for a second.
Oh,
Your
don't-
scent guard equals border.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, you were supposed to get 1 less dice because you were sick, remember?
Okay.
But don't
so
worry about that.
so
We forgot. So yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad to see a
So,
big, tough
he's-
scent marker is picking on a little tender paw.
He's
Really
melting
keep
off
up
to
the
my
guard.
tender paw.
Don't worry. Me and this person started at the same time. It's just, I guess, this guy just didn't make
sorry,
the cut.
you
You're
said-
just better at sucking up to everybody, that's all.
Oh, please.
Excuse me, little mouse. How many foxes did you say you ran off?
Wolves, I said.
Wolves. Oh, okay, so you haven't even ran off a fox, have you?
No, there's no foxes. There's wolves. Wolves are much more terrifying.
Really? Okay, and this is your biggest accomplishment. Do you have anything else to say for yourself? I mean, a couple of wolves. Anything else? Like,
Wolves are pretty big.
Not as big as bears.
Oh, yeah, I heard of your
And-
story with the bear. Ooh, so impressive. What did your parents do? Cry when their honey batch went away?
Well, we managed to scare him off.
Uh-huh. And how did you manage to do that?
Well, we got up under his feet and we tripped him and he I don't know.
Well, I would have used probably, like, they had commanded the bees to sting him and shit.
Oh,
Because don't forget, you're an apiary, so your parents
A
are
really badass
What?
apiary.
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
but this was when he was little.
Yeah, but your parents are also apiaries, aren't they?
Yeah.
One of them is, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Drones are harvester.
well,
That works.
yeah, so they could have been like master bees and been like, fuck your
Yeah.
shit.
I
Bee
think-
launch.
Wait, what does the scent guard do again? They just rub what?
It's synthetic fox piss over things.
Wow.
Or
Concoctions. It's
Yeah.
like concoction which lures the
Okay.
big animals away from the border. And they take care of anything that tries to cross.
All right. So once again, I'm going to come to the little mouse here, saying, "You smell like piss, so get the fuck away from me and my people." You have any idea who I am?
No, I don't. I don't care to.
Yeah. Keep walking.
Fair enough. I guess I'll see you around, Tenderpaw. And he just kind of walks by, and he has his He has an axe on his back.
I mock his axe as he walks away. Noob.
Alright. Well, he makes his way off. There you go. So, unfortunately, you didn't find anybody to help you out with your cause. Just found a real big asshole.
He didn't help whatsoever.
No. No. He didn't. Now he's in town. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Next up, alright. I go to that tavern.
Alright, cool.
Meet up with my old buddy bartender.
Sure. Alright, well, since he's not one of your actual friends,
Yes.
and you don't have a contact, and I don't roll the same thing twice, think of something else. There's actual rules that says, it was fun once, let's not do it again.
Yeah.
Which means you
So
can
I
only
can't
roll
roll
once
circles.
for a skill. No. You had to find another way to
use
do
him.
this. The circles failed. Therefore, there was nobody in town that knew. Did they even make it to town?
Mm.
That's true.
Were we checking? We should have been checking along, like.
Well, you were, in a sense. I mean,
What else would I be able to roll if I could save now?
good old Jamie's here. See, I could have given you a new enemy, too. That's what I was thinking. Because getting the enemy clause means I can also give you a brand new enemy. Because you failed circles roll.
Nice.
Like I got last session, but then I killed him.
He killed his enemy, yeah.
Yeah.
Blood.
You need enemies when you get friends like me.
Anybody out of character have any suggestions for how we can do this?
I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, the idea is that you can sort of look for actual evidence that they've been around.
Yeah, like
Or go to the
be a ranger
inn.
and
Go to
look
the
for-
inn and see if they had anyone come in.
Yeah, you can just...
Well, that's also with taverns going basically asking.
Right. Well, you can go to a tavern, but you can't go to the tavern of the guy that you know because he's not a contact.
Okay.
Therefore, you don't really know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I'll just.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it might not even be the same guy. I'll just go to the tavern where I know that the buddy works and just say he's
Yeah.
not there now.
He's not there now.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go there. Because tavern, generally know my dad, he probably would at least be at a tavern while
Yeah.
mom did shit. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So, you go to the tavern. Right, there's a guy there working the bar, and there's a couple mice sort of, like, doing whatever. You also see Jamie there as well. And he's sort of lingering in the background, talking to some people at the other table, looking over at you guys, and talking back to them, and looking back over you guys, and talking back at them.
I'm going to resist here to do that. Alright. I'm going to go up to the bartender.
Yeah.
Order a drink and, say, yeah, it's going. Make small talk for a second.
Oh, hello. Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm actually looking for somebody. Should be older, male and female moose.
He looks at you, and it's pretty bit scruffy. I mean, it's not scruffy, but I mean, like, he's got, like almost got, like, dust, like, stone dust, almost in his fur, right?
Okay.
So, like, it's, like, you know, a lot of people here deal with, like, a lot of masonry sort of stuff, and the walls themselves are kind of gritty, right? So they're really well done, but I mean, they're also sort of, like, they're surrounded by stone all the time, so their fur is a little bit, like, got that soot type of thing to it. See, if they had really light fur, they would have, like, a dark blue color, because the constant dirt around. And he's, like, fanning himself off, because he's so warm right now, and this stuff creaks. It's very, very hot here.
Yeah.
Right. And you guys are sick from heat.
That's why I'm going to get a cold drink.
Yeah. He gives you a cold drink.
Alright. So yeah, I'll give him a description, basically, of the parents. Father's pretty distinctive. He's got a huge scar on his face, so I mean, it might stick out if he came in here. And you'd probably be ordering the most expensive ale you have. He likes trying to shit
Does he? Well, he says that he doesn't quite recall anybody by that description. But what does your father do?
He's a carpenter from Barkstone.
We don't have much use for carpenters here, as you can tell, he said, right? But there is another carpenter in town. Maybe we should go talk to him.
Sounds good. Alright, we're going to find him.
It gives you, like, a direction, basically.
Alright, thank him.
Alright.
Finish the drink, tip him a little bit, and
Yep. Take
off.
it away. Alright. Alright, as you begin exiting, what?
That way?
Jamie and his little crew begin moving as well.
I'm not paying him any mind, so...
That's fine. Okay, and you head over to the only place, the only wooden shack in the entire place.
Okay. This guy sounds classy.
Yes. Yeah, so the guy's there, and he's like nailing some stuff onto some boards, creating like a little like wooden horse or whatever. And he looks over at you and says, "Oh yes, I need some more wood. Can you go get some for me?" Thinking you're somebody else. Yeah, you're gonna have to travel a little bit down the mountain, down the hill, and to the left. There's a good pile of wood over there. Can you just go get that for me?
Hey, Kurt. Wanna go on an adventure?
One-armed guy. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Would you want to go grab some wood for this gentleman here?
What? Yeah, I got some in my hand. He says. He shows the stick. There he has.
No. Just down the road, give him the directions.
Okay. He says.
You want to be a tenderpaw, don't you?
You're not my mentor.
I'm just.
Should
saying.
I do it? He says no.
Kurt, are you serious? You really gonna follow that?
I don't know.
You're supposed to be a guard mouse, not a laborer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fighting snails and stuff.
Alright. Tell the carpenter you have the wrong person, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry.
I'm here with the mouse guard looking for information.
Oh, what kind of information are you looking for?
I'm actually looking for 2 mice that may have come to town looking for assistance from Barkstone.
And who are those mice?
They're the Cassidys. They're elderly. They give them a description.
Oh, yeah, they dropped down here not too long ago.
Okay, do you know where they went?
Well,
What their business was?
they had a lot of issues, I guess. They said something about Barstone. He'd be rebuilt. So he went to the stonemasonry master and the mayor. But he came to me, too. He took a bunch of supplies. Ended up saying he needs to go off to run the stone, but he doesn't. He said something about he doesn't really like the guy, and I don't really know. I gave him like whatever wood I had. Now I'm sort of out, as you can see.
My apologies, sir.
Oh, not a problem. I believe he went over there. I mean, there was a bit of a... He said something along the lines that Barkstone was in danger. Or something. I wanted to get some help from the town, so...
So he went to the mayor?
Yeah, well, not really the mayor, but the person that takes care of the town, I just wanted to know.
Okay, do you have a name?
Oh, yeah, of course. His name is,
Random NPC. Sorry.
Jamie. I'm joking. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I so wish now I didn't use Jamie.
That's
You could use
beautiful.
him now?
I
Yeah.
could have used the mayor. Fuck. As your enemy class. Oh, that would have been so much more entertaining. Fuck. Oh, well. Alright.
How about it's like Jamie's dad or something?
Perfect! Yes! Okay. Oh! His name is,
Help the DM fuck us over.
his name is, Stelbard.
Stillbird. Okay.
Stelbard.
Alright.
Yeah.
Once again, I thank the carpenter for his
Yeah.
assistance and get directions and then head to Stillbird.
Alright, when you get there, seems to be a group piling around the door. Alright. Yeah, there's a couple of people there, and they're talking about in the direction. It looks like the building that you probably be the one that you need to go in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you recognize anybody who hanging around this building?
Yeah, Jamie seems to be there with his other crew, and,
That's up.
and he's just like saying some stuff to him because this seems to be his hometown. You didn't choose a hometown, so whom did you?
No.
Well, now you do.
He's from Fiddlebrook.
Yeah, he was pretty close to the first time.
It's just dragons. Okay. Is he like blocking the entrance kind of thing?
Well, he's just in front of it with him and his little posse.
All right. I'm going to just again. He's not really worth my time to think about. I'm just going to walk past him as if he doesn't even exist, or walk towards the entrance.
Whoa! He says, "What are you doing?"
I'm entering. Or I'm going to see Stalbert. Stalbert. Yeah. I have business with Stalbert.
Well, I mean, he says, it's only polite to ask me to enter my house.
I believe I'll ask Stalbert when I speak with him.
Oh, you want to speak to Dad, do you? Alright, 1 second while I go get him, he says.
Daddy's boy.
And the other guys just sort of got their arms kind of...
Are you guys Mouse Guards too, or just...
No.
They're just
They're
regular
just
goons?
random goons that got like dust and dirt all over them.
Alright.
Yeah, give me the stare down.
Okay.
So, nice day, fellas.
The old glare at you.
Do you guys actually believe any of the shit that comes out of that guy's mouth?
What are you talking about? Jamie's well respected here. Yeah, like he's like the mayor's kid. And he,
much
took
fun.
care of the scent lines and stuff.
Does
Now
he
I
actually?
know how you got promoted so quickly.
Hold on.
Little
There
douchebag.
you go. Look at
Yeah.
that. Oh, maybe.
Did he actually ever tell you guys what scent cards do?
They defend us.
Well, funny story. That's not quite what they do. And then I proceed to tell them.
Alright, fine, okay. Well, that's, interesting. You're persuading. Now, we can do an orator, but we can also do persuader, because technically you're persuading
Them.
them as a group rather than against somebody.
Exactly.
So, we can do a persuader roll here. To see if they believe you. Now, first of all, let's see what you say about it first, see if you get any bonus dice and shit.
Well, this is after I told him what scent card does.
Yeah, what does Skunk Guard do?
Can I get him to talk for me? Because I can't quite remember what you said.
They use,
My character knows. I just don't know.
Yeah. This is basically 4 piss
Yeah.
on the line of the border, and then, well, they actually do defend off big creatures that approach,
Yeah.
right? That have
Yeah.
Downplay that.
Yeah. They basically take simulated fox piss and sprinkle it around to keep us safe from animals. Basically glorified gardeners with fox piss.
Yeah.
What? But Jamie's is a big guy.
Jamie is
Well,
not important
not-
whatsoever.
Not saying that what he does isn't important. It's just not a very glamorous job. It's something all guard mice got to do, but no one wants to do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
It's the work no one wants to do.
What?
It's pretty disgusting.
But it's Jamie, so okay. We're gonna roll up. I'm just gonna roll the willpower here, so they're gonna be 5. Because there's a big group of them.
Yeah.
So 5 dice. Versus what?
Just my persuader? 4?
Yeah.
4.
I don't know. Do we get a role play
Can I get
dice
one
or
for him?
theirs?
Can I get one for helping him?
There's nothing in it that wowed me, honestly. Sorry.
Right.
But you can give him one for your help because you did help with the sprinkling piss thing.
That's a sprinkling piss.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said it,
Glorified. It's a job that nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
I said he's a glorified
They
gardener.
just send the young ones to do it.
He walks out with a water bottle full of fox piss and basically sprinkles it all over the ground, and that's it.
All right.
I'll just go.
Wow.
4.
Whoa.
1, 2, 3. Wow.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Well, they begin.
Do I get a
Listening.
point for that?
Yeah. If you're persuaded, you're gonna pass.
Pass?
So they're just looking at you like, "What? Really?" And they're just like, "Why doesn't it sound like Jamie at all?" And it's sort of like this, like they're like, "They don't respect him as much," but they do in a still sense because it's still
Yeah, he's so big in Pittsburgh. I know that, yeah.
Right, but they're sort of like, "Oh, that's not such a great thing, I guess." He's still a guard mouse. I mean, everybody got to do something.
Yeah.
It was like, right?
Just
They're
don't
not-
let him give you any fantasies about what he does.
Yeah, and the group begins dispersing a bit and going back to the house and everything. And Jamie comes out with his dad. And he's looking around like, "Where's this posse going?" Yeah. Like, what happened to what happened to everybody? I don't understand.
I don't know. They just went home.
Sorry, guys.
DJ glare, and he runs off. And the other guy comes out, who's also the same, like, he's blonde about, so that's what you made him. Comes out, and he's like, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
Serious? What? Years.
Alright, that's one same thing. We are looking for 2 mice that came into Barkstone looking for help.
Yes. There was an individual that came here, and 2 individuals in particular, and I didn't really think that we were in a situation to help these Barkstone people. They were betrayers. Yeah, betrayers. Betrayers of the crime. So we sort of did away with betrayers. We just sort of sent them on their way. That way. And he points towards the scent where... That's sort of where the traitors belong. Out in the wild with the rest of them.
That asshole.
I uncharacteristically gripped the hilt of my sword for a moment, then regained composure. And stopped. So you sent them towards the scent line.
Beyond, I think. Maybe you can catch them on the way, but I guess you're taking them in for questioning?
Not quite. Which direction again?
Around there somewhere.
That's really easy. Just pointing the whole scent line.
Off in the distance, mind you. We gotta deal with our own kind here, and we don't take kindly to traitors, of the Barkstone traitors.
This is exactly what my character's doing right now. I never thought I would say this twice in the matter of a couple of days, but I will say this to you right now. You better hope I find them alive.
Or what?
And then I just turn around and walk away without even listening to his response.
Or what? Or what? The background voice, right?
And I just start walking away because I'm resisting the urge to stab him.
Alright.
So what are we going to do now?
I honestly have no idea. I need to make my way towards the scent line. That's suicide at the moment, though. Because I don't know which way we're going.
What is your goal, though?
Goal still to find them. Generally. I have to find them.
You gotta find them. Yeah. Your goal is to prove your... You haven't been doing a whole lot there to prove your...
She got it on her own for a minute there.
We could do some tracking and, look for footprints and things like that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Scouting? Yeah, that'd be a good time to use scouting.
Yeah.
I don't have scouting, I have hunting.
How would you make amends? What does your character think in your head? Make amends for killing somebody? Would it be to save someone's life? Now that you know that their lives are in grave danger, saving their lives.
Or I could always hammer another nail in the coffin and take care of the...
Or maybe killing off somebody else might be able to make amends. You want to make amends, remember?
Yeah.
You're not just tagging along doing his quest.
Yeah.
You have a serious thing you need to
But
make
he has
amends.
an opportunity. He has every chance to help me out in altercation, so he's doing his part.
He is doing his part.
Yeah.
But also, he has to make amends. These little petty things doesn't make amends.
Yeah.
He's in his head, it doesn't equate. He has to do something big to equate something that big that he'd done wrong. And that's how the game works.
To the scent lines.
To the scent lines.
To the scent lines.
To the scent lines. All right.
Once again, I give you guys the speech of you do not have to follow me. This is not official business. It could very well lead to our deaths.
Well, I need to help you because of not official business, so...
What exactly do you mean?
Let's just drop it.
Hey guys, what are you guys talking about, hey?
Go!
Oh, drop it! Oh, he drops it. Stick. Hey.
Alright, yeah.
Okay! He told me to jump and then he told me to pick it up and he's like kind of crying and he's picking it back up.
Alright, so just prepare for the travel and then head towards...
Swear to God, Scale, Kurt, one more time, I'm gonna turn this quest around.
Oh, good thing you're calm.
What's that?
Good thing you're calm.
Well, I'm angry too.
Yeah, I know.
His character is Bruce Banner, but he's the Hulk.
Okay. Well,
So, I'll take the lead.
It's a dangerous trip to the scent line.
That's why I said they do not have to go, but yeah.
It is a scout test to evade any dangers.
3.
All right. First of all, what's your intent here? Your intent was to find your parents.
Yeah, track them. basically.
Track them. All right. Well, to track your parents and to be safety, you're going to have an odd 5
Each.
No,
there's
just
one.
tracking. Odd 5.
So you roll 6, use fate, and roll again. Pull it out.
Hopefully.
Wait, do you have better scouting than I do?
Oh,
Okay.
wait. No, you initiated.
Yeah. You had better. We get 2.
You gonna help? Anyone want to help?
Can I help him with something? No?
Yeah. You got to tell me how you help though. You have to indicate how you do it.
I usually have to they look, for
Tracks.
blades of grass and tracks and stuff like that.
All right.
Little pieces of, fabric.
You would see a lot of footprints if that's the case, because there would be a lot of footprints going all over the place to the scent line and back. Yeah, you do find footprints, so you can start following up, whether they're the right ones or not. You can certainly get a helping dice.
Well, we look for a couple, right?
Yeah.
Two people
Yeah.
traveling together and a woman. So
Plus factor elderly would mean that, the tracks would reflect that as well.
Sure. You can give a helping
It'll
dice.
narrow it down, because most of the people going to the set line are not elderly.
Yeah, soldiers would be probably in straight lines.
And don't
and stuff
forget,
like that.
he also had a cart full of wood, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, unless he didn't
So-
take the cart.
Yeah.
Right.
Is related to safety side of things, I'll go ahead of the group
Scared.
and
Take
scout
Kurt
ahead,
Go ahead.
and I'll take Kurt with.
All right. Are you gonna help with his, or are you gonna do your own test?
I'm going to help with his.
Okay.
This is for security, for
Right.
safety, and he's going to do the safety side help out.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. Just use my scout to help spot any dangers ahead of us.
Yep. Not a problem.
And I'll take Kurt with.
Right. Don't forget your stick as well.
Yeah.
It's -1 dice.
Yep.
8 dice are there.
And Kurt can try and
Nope.
help.
Can't.
Okay.
Maximum 2 dice. It can be given to a helper.
Okay, so I
Okay,
get
cool.
Too many cooks in the kitchen otherwise. Now, are you wise about this?
What?
You have any wises that can help?
Oh, shit. Not really, I don't think.
What's your wise?
Oh, shit, right there. Knight and Weasel and Trap.
All right. So none of
The
these.
armor, so no, they won't help.
All right. All right. Any persona you want to add? You should add persona before and fate afterwards.
What persona do you add another dice?
Add another dice, or you add your nature.
Add my nature?
But you get
Tax.
1 tax.
So if I fail.
And then, no. 1 tax automatically, and then if you fail, every dice that is below the actual result, you get tax as well.
I'd say do it.
Do the nature.
This is a big
Okay.
task.
So adding...
Well, don't forget, if you fail, and don't forget, you guys still got a player's turn here, right?
remove
yeah,
player's turn.
right now, everyone only got a single check for the player's turn.
Yeah.
And it's not 5.
Tell you what, I'll use a persona for to add a dice, and if I fail, it's 2 speed.
Well, hopefully.
Is that?
Take the persona and use 1 die. Hope I can win. And use fate if I can.
If you get enough 6s. Remember, fate only affects
So
6s.
you got, I need to get a 6.
Yeah.
And what about your traits? Any of those could be used?
Wise and stoic.
Did you already used wise, didn't you?
Yeah, so stoic's the one I can use.
Yeah, so stoic, no. That's very bad at this point.
Yeah.
If anything, stoic could be used against you to gain some checks.
You're right, because you're unfeeling.
You know?
Unemotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You should get checks. Checks are very helpful.
All right.
These turns.
So what would using stoic do from right now?
You would minus one of your dice, and now you get a check.
I'm gonna not use first one. I'm just gonna use these 3 for it.
You only get one check though for that.
You don't get multiple checks.
Yeah, you
No.
get
I mean,
from
I'm
that.
not gonna use persona. I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay. Oh no, it just goes down to your
Okay.
sheet. Yeah, wherever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You just keep it.
Okay.
Alright, up 5.
Fail.
Yeah!
Wow.
Wow.
3.
3. You
Oh.
need 2 more successes.
Should I? So if I use fate, I can reroll 6.
You're rolling really well.
What? Oh, yeah. So if I use fate, I can use it once. And I can reroll a 6, but I need to reroll. I need to get a 6
And then reroll another 6. Dude, the odds in this are very high. It's like 1,000.
I am going for it.
No. 1.
During your trail, off the beaten path, past the scent line.
So that's a fail on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You look around for your family and follow these tracks. What dice pass and failed of these guys? Did you count that? What?
They all succeed.
They also.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I rolled 3, got 3 successes.
All right.
Yeah.
So these guys begin following. She begins following pathways. He begins going to his left. You, on the other hand, you begin trailing off a little bit to the side, and you begin feeling like somebody's following you. And within a couple of moments, you end up seeing shadows of figures that are taller than you are, and they're wielding weapons, and they're like, mouses.
I would recognize this sound.
Absolutely. There are 3 tall weasels gripping their weapons, looking down at you, mice.
Do I recognize any of these weasels?
Not these particular ones,
Okay.
but they do say
I do have weasel eyes.
you do have weasel eyes, don't you? What the fuck? I thought you had more than one enemy.
Oh, I didn't write down another one's a mouse. I didn't.
Oh, that was a mouse?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, we want to write that down.
I gotta put it in my sheet there.
Okay. Let's get these guys. Bring them back to Victor.
Enemies everywhere.
This is actually how you're supposed to use an enemy clause. The enemy clause you're supposed to get a new enemy. I don't know why you did that.
We should really go with them.
What?
We should really go with them.
Mouses,
They
drop
don't want.
weapons.
Yeah, they just.
Drop weapons or I skew you, and they all have spears.
You may be a war hero, but
Yeah.
we're still only 3 mice.
Not as good as I once was. Yeah, my guy's too sensible to fight.
Yeah, but don't forget, you got...
Dang it.
Sorry.
Oh my god!
I'm really tired.
Sorry,
So- You also got Kurt.
That's right, we have it numbered.
you have no armed. Visible.
By 1!
Poor Kurt.
Alright, so yeah, 3 weasels just popped out.
Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Pun
bring it
intended.
Half good as a weasel.
up. The fiery Walter, who always who strikes first and asks questions later, is now confronted by weasels, who seem to have very odd personalities. Like the fact that they want you to drop your weapons and come with them to go to their master Victor, which I'm sure is not the greatest idea to somebody who's fiery and loyal to their friends.
I'm with him. I thought I was gone off to the side somewhere.
No, this is the group.
Yeah, we're not separated as a group because they got the jump on us because
Yeah.
we kind of went a little.
Yeah, you went astray.
While we were trying to track, they snuck up on us.
Yeah.
I don't know what I could do though against 3 weasels.
Well, then what your character would do?
Yeah, but this is
Your
something your
character is
character
fiery, strike first, ask questions later. Three
Yeah.
weasels just popped up and said, drop your damn weapons, we're taking you with us.
Hey, role play it.
Think of your character. I don't like the idea of what Jason's trying to get her to do right now, but character-wise it makes sense.
You're
Um,
fired.
Okay,
What other
I
traits do you have?
Defender.
Jesus Christ! This is about, like,
You're loyal to your friends, you're fiery, you strike first, ask questions later, and you have a need to defend people.
Right, and unfortunately this game forces you to roleplay. It's not like D&D where you can play back a little bit and play it.
No, it's
Like
not.
the
It's
background.
just I'm really tired. I was.
Oh.
It's alright.
So I asked him like why you guys should explain yourselves first before we go with you.
Or, what? Stupid mouse, he says. They look at each other and they're like, ah, we just take you down. We just slash you up and take weapons. Don't matter. And that's what they say. They're barbarians. They just hate mice. They just had a war with them.
We're in their territory.
You're in their territory. Yes. You're
So
invading
you know
their
what?
home.
They probably, if they're taking us, it's possible that they could have your family as
Yeah.
prisoners.
But keep in mind character-wise.
Yeah.
Strike first, ask questions later.
Fiery. Defender.
You wouldn't have asked them.
You would have probably whipped out your weapons.
Walter would have
Like,
asked
it's
them.
three weasels that like it's a kid and like it's three.
Are you afraid of wolves? Are you afraid of owls?
No.
I didn't think you were. What about weasels?
They're
They're
smaller.
much smaller. I'm just saying.
But they're armed, like
So are we.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm too.
so.
I gotta think we're gonna fight them. It's cool. We can
Even
fight
Kurt. Kurt's armed.
Yeah, Kurt's already
We'll
like
let
almost
Kurt
like.
go first.
It's not very loyal to your friends.
But- Alright, whatever. Alright, cool. So Kurt is like, I had enough of this. I'm not dropping my weapon. And he begins storming in. Kurt down! They just kind of use the back of his spear. And
Okay.
With that, I draw my weapon.
Yeah, now I'm
That's
getting
it.
now
We're going
Okay. Alright. Conflict, guys. We're gonna do conflict in this one. Bum, 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 ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum. Alright. What colors do you want, guys? What colors do you like? Got all sorts of colors here. We got brown and pink and black and red. I like black, yeah.
I'll take that purple one there.
That purple one?
Yeah.
Very cool. There you go, buddy.
Yeah,
And the pink ones. Oh, so pretty. Okay, guys, you got 4 cards. Those 4 cards give you one ability. Please look at the rule sheet right now.
Which one's your sheet?
The rule sheet is the one that looks just like your character sheet.
Except doesn't have any spaces around.
Yeah, well, there is, but it's only for conflict.
Okay.
So, as of right now, you're fighting 3 weasels.
Gotcha.
And they're pretty fast for the weasels. But we're not going to make them too hardcore. Let's see what kind of weasels they have here. And they have spears, so I have to keep that in mind too.
And according to the chart, spears are good at maneuvering.
Yes. Spears are good at maneuvering. Thank you. And this is going to be a fight. So it's not a animal fight, it's a fight. Because they are...
Gotta pick the thing now, don't I?
in the beginning of... Yes, for your sword, you have to choose one of those things. And guess what, guys? You're giving me a hint of what you might be doing.
I'm not saying nothing yet.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so wait till he...
But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's at the beginning of the conflict, though.
Okay.
So he has to tell me, like, right now, before, like, after the decision's rolled.
Yeah.
What his sword's going to do for the rest of the conflict. But then after that, he can just switch it up and not use that one, and I think he's going to do it. But I don't know what order he goes in. See? The thing is that you guys get to choose your things at whatever order you want.
Yeah. First, Jason chooses.
Yeah, I choose on
secretly.
mine.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to choose
These three.
this one, and this one without us knowing.
Yeah,
Then
because,
we decide what we want to do as a party.
because you see, my deck is slightly bigger than yours. So you don't know if I'm picking the same
I'm
ones
just
over and over
hoping
again.
your audio recorder is good enough that does not misheard.
You probably did.
My deck is bigger than yours.
So we're just gonna have soldiers. So
Okay.
basic soldier here for fighter is 5, 6, 8. So we got a fighter of 6, 7. Fighter is 7. So that's what you gotta worry about here. That's the thing. So first thing is disposition, guys. So
Okay.
the way disposition works is sort of like hit points. in the same sense that hit points is not like you're going to die in the end. Well, you possibly. Their intention is to capture you and bring you back to Victor.
Okay.
What is your guys' intention in this fight?
To keep at least one alive to question.
That's killing things is hard.
I know, but that's intended. Like, I won't mind if accidentally 2 die as long as 1 stays alive.
You'll be interested in how this game works for Destiny and
It's
stuff. Yeah.
ludicrously hard to kill something in this game.
It's okay though, but yeah, that's your intention. That's fine.
I'm not well.
Kill 1, 2, and question. You basically incapacitate all of them. Kill 2 and then question 1. Okay.
Like they don't need that. I'm saying at least 1 must survive. I don't really
Weasel and players.
incapacitate them all.
All right. So who's the leader of the group?
Kale, I think. All right.
This is using fight stat.
All right.
Who has the best fight stat?
She is.
I'm leader.
But leader does this position actually,
Okay, so
because you're the one that's taking the lead, right? Unless she's going to take the lead because she's so fiery and excited, she's going to charge in head first.
Now for disposition, which stat do you use to figure
Right?
it out?
I'll charge in now because not only did they, it's like my mentor, they're getting on him, they're also like beat up my little buddies.
All right. So then you can
did you
take.
call it an ass?
So that means
Well,
that.
sometimes he's getting beat
So
up.
that means that now we're going to get you to do disposition.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, it
you're
makes
taking
sense,
the
'cause she's
lead
also
in
trying
the
to
battle.
impress me too. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now, she can always have a different intention. Your intention could be to kill them all, to prove to your leader that you're whatever, but if that's a different intention, then you both have to roll separate dispositions.
Well, that's not my. It occurred to me that they might have his parents, so we should keep one.
Okay, so you're just
At least
it just would have been interesting to have that, because then if she won the suspicion, because she has to actually kill your disposition as well. So it's a 3-way battle, right? So if she kills your disposition, and she gets a really high thing on her conflict or whatever, her disposition, then she might end up killing the other 3, and then you have no one questions. That would just been fucking brilliant. Anyways, that's fine. Anyways, I'm just saying, that would have been a lot of fun. Anyways, so what we're going to do, disposition. So the way disposition works, if you look at the rule sheet, yes, thank you. So disposition up here. So fight conflict. Fight. Fighter is the test skill,
Yes.
and you add your base. So fighter is what? What's your fighter?
Hi.
5.
5. It's 5 plus your health or nature. So you get to roll
Oh my
health.
God.
Health is 6.
So it's a lot. Our,
Plus any helping
9.
dice, which means you and you.
Wait, what?
11.
Were you in here?
Yeah, you get
So she gets 5 plus
6.
6. Yeah. And then you
Oh.
have,
Wait, it's health or nature.
Yeah, her health is higher than her nature.
yeah, she has 6 health.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 5 plus 6 dice.
Oh yeah, shit.
You have disposition of 7.
Now, could you use fate to reroll these?
Yeah, if you want to.
Successes.
5.
So that'd be
10 altogether.
10. That ain't bad.
10 disposition versus 7.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose 3 volleys.
Okay.
Like, not at random, I'm going to choose them. But you have to roleplay them out. So when you choose your thing, I'll choose mine first, you basically tell me what you're doing with it. Attacking is generally going ahead to attack and actually injure them, which takes away disposition. Okay. Defending is sort of like you're trying to regain your advantage in the battle by defending and playing passively to sort of look for an opening, which you gain disposition of. Okay. Maneuvering means that you're actually either kind of like doing the whole parry type of thing, or you're actually moving to a better location that they'll be impeded. Right? And feinting is basically your deacon amount. In hopes they don't attack you, because if they attack, they get a free attack. But if they're defending, you get a free attack. It's all written in that little thing right there. So,
I thought
These mean versus I means independence, and stars are different.
my understanding of feint was like it's like you're going to act like you're going to hit them, and then you go to the side.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. But the thing is that if they're attacking you, what happens is your little dodge doesn't matter. They're already hitting you. So you're actually not able to hit them back. But if they're feinting, if they're trying to defend, then yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. You're kind of like, wait for that opening, and then you jab in there. So that's. And this. Mine are out.
Okay.
Don't forget, guys, you all have conditions. Oh, I'm sorry. We almost forgot about that. Add up all your conditions, guys.
And subtract that from your disposition.
Yeah, you guys have 3 less dice there when you roll that. Because you can't. You add. Yes, you gave a penalty dice every time that you involved yourself, so you ended up having. Anyways, you know,
That pretty much
I'm
means
not
you're
going to worry
helping
about
us.
it. Yeah, your helping dice would have been cancelled, and she would have 1 less. Alright, but anyways, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. I'll let it go for now.
Okay.
But just keep in mind, guys, your conditions, because that's -1 dice. The angry doesn't matter, because the angry's only against will.
Okay.
That's only disposition minus will. So keep in mind, you have -1 dice to everything you do except for circles and resources. Okay. You're sick from heat stroke. Okay. So you guys get to choose 1 of each of those cards, and think about what you're doing. And by the way, if you have a
Wait,
sword,
now I got to.
yes, this is the beginning of the conflict.
Okay.
So you can tell me.
I'm thinking it'll be attack.
Okay. So every time you use attack from here on till the rest of the conflict's over, you get the -1. You get the +1 dice.
Okay.
Now you can put it anywhere, right? Like you guys can arrange your cards. Now you guys talk among yourselves and say which is the best method right
So
now.
what do you want to do as the first volley?
If you want to take it. And don't forget, it's your skills. Like it's your fighting and stuff.
I don't know. Wait, so how's it work? Do one of us just do something first?
Yeah, we choose who does something first. So say if you attack, it uses your fighter skill. If it's defend, it uses your nature. Feint is fighter, and maneuver is nature. So
That's right.
whoever does the attack
Yeah.
should have a high fighter.
Okay.
Or feint.
Or feint. And whoever defends should have a high nature.
Yeah.
And the same as maneuver.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to look around at the same time for a beehive anywhere.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Of course you can look.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look around for a beehive. I mean,
Just see if there's anyone in this area.
sure. Well, you don't immediately see anything like a beehive. They will be up in the trees, which would be quite a bit of a climb to get up there.
Maybe if I can sense like a bee or something somewhere.
Okay.
Sense a bee.
This might be a bit of a stretch, but if I got weasel wise, would I know like a better place to like hit them or a better way to fight them?
Wises can be used when you roll.
That's what I mean. Would I be able to use them against weasels?
Absolutely. You know a weakness.
So I say, let me fight, because I mean, I got 5 in my fighter as well,
Plus a wise.
Yeah, good idea.
plus
Yeah.
my wise.
-1 for your sickness.
-1 for your sick.
Yeah, so that works out pretty good.
I get a +1 for the sword towards my attack, so that would cancel the sickness.
Yep.
Alright, so
Okay, you
I
use
do.
attack first, yeah.
I do just attack?
Well, no. You gotta lay them down like this.
Okay.
I don't even know what you choose, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
So basically, you lay it on coordinates to. This is the first one here. So you lay it in coordinates to that
If I
one.
give to you.
Sure, that's the first one. So that's the first one there. And now everybody else chooses their volley. Okay, you're choosing one. Good enough.
And I'm going to
No discussion, just alright, whatever you
So
want
what
to do.
did you choose? By the way?
Defend.
Defend? Okay. I will choose, since I don't have fighter.
Yeah.
I'll choose feint.
Alright.
Okay.
Now, let's see what happens.
So the very first thing is like the weasels look over to you. We mice seem to be discooperating. Let's take them out. They begin maneuvering, surrounding you into a triangle formation.
Okay.
You guys attack. So, I'm guessing, you know what? I mean, I guess you can still give helping dice. I'm sort of trying to remember, but I mean, from my understanding, you can still give helping dice even when you're sick. Because it's just a helping dice. It's just what I can add to my roll. So I guess it was okay. You probably only want to have 1 less dice being low disposition. So, fighter. guys. You don't have
I don't
fighter.
know.
No. So, yeah. So it's just gonna be you, I guess. So, Fire 5.
Okay, I roll 4 then, because I'm sick.
No, you just
No,
gave
no,
him
it's
one
not.
dice.
It's not you yet. No, you got him a dice for helper.
So
Yeah.
you can give me one dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you have
Five,
you have 6, 7 dice, right?
7, 8. What can your helper?
Actually, never mind. You don't give helping dice for conflicts. Sorry.
No?
No, not during conflicts. Only during disposition.
Well,
So you roll whatever you got there.
Five,
Yeah,
six,
because they
seven.
only get. I think so.
8 minus.
No, never mind. You're right. No, you're right. Blah. I'm an idiot. Yes, you do get helping dice. Yes.
Okay.
Never mind. All right, there we go.
One, two, three, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 6 landing on the other dice. I think you should re-roll it. Just
Do you have fate left?
No.
Okay.
So what happens is a versus test,
Okay.
and I win. So that means I now get to choose by a margin of 1. I'm allowed to give you a -1 dice to your next action.
Which
So-
would be the pink one.
Right. So they successfully maneuvered around you.
Okay.
So this will get a -1 to its action. They attack,
And we
defend,
defend.
which is actually not so bad.
Yeah.
So defender. I'm guessing everybody's going to help out with helping dice. It
Yeah.
only requires nature.
Well,
So go ahead and grab nature. I think I'm going to grab the helping dice.
So it's my nature.
Well, yes, she's defending, right? So it's your nature, with the -1 plus
And-
helping dice. What's your nature?
My nature's 3.
Whoa, okay. So you get only 2 dice for that, and then 2 dice for, wow. Versus their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 2?
Yeah.
Alright, so they successfully chunk away at your 10, bringing you down to 8. So they lash out in this weird formation. Oh, did you get the -1 dice because of the impeded you?
No, so it was only...
I did say that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I totally said that. They impeded you. They beat you by 1.
Okay.
So one of those successes go. So it's...
Well, you know, what
I
one
couldn't
of
have
the
been-
other
Then re-roll it.
Okay.
3 dice. 3 dice.
Go ahead. Well, just roll 3 dice. It doesn't matter which one's what.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so-
Just one. Yep.
1 success. So you got another one. Damn it. So you're equal now. Well, technically, but you started at 10, so I have to write that down because that's how much. Because it doesn't matter how low the actual number is; it matters how many numbers you've lost. The more you lost, the more you have to compromise, the worse it gets for you. So they end up attacking, and they lash at you guys as you try to defend yourselves. But then they get through with their spears, and you're just clunk. Forgot about the maneuver. Almost forgot about that because they get my bonuses maneuver except spears. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. How many bonuses is it for maneuver?
Plus
1, is it?
1 for spear.
Yeah, plus
One
1.
die.
Plus 1. I gotta keep that in mind next time. And then the next thing, and then they see you're defending, and then I guess, they expect you to lash back. So they step back a little bit after they do their volley of stabbing with their spears, and
And
seeing
he
you guys are able to.
Ah, fate!
And you faint, which means that they go back to try to defend, and you guys end up going ha ha, and taking out their, getting a free shot in on them. So
Okay, I have
so sick.
6, so I get 3. So I have 4 nature.
Nature's not faint.
What's that?
Nature
Yes.
is
Faint
fighter.
Fighter.
It's fighter, dude. Fighter's faint.
It is?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fighter nature. Fighter nature.
Oh, fuck, I was looking at the wrong column. Okay.
Yep. So you got
I don't do anything.
you got 1 dice
Yeah.
because you're fighter, right?
You guys are
And
Can you use my
helper.
persona?
You can get. Yeah, sure. You
I
can
have
burn
3
one of your.
persona. I have 3 persona.
Yeah, you can burn up to 3 if you want to.
Yeah, let's use 2 of them.
Okay. So you lose 2 persona. She's going to help you out, I'm assuming, because she's got fighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you. So both of you guys fight.
Okay. Sweet.
There you go. That's
And
a
they
lot of
get
dice now.
+1 for my staff.
That's right, because it's for attack, for feint.
Yep.
They're good. There you go.
Staff is...
Plus 1.
feint.
There you go. Oh, you
Come
got-
on, give me the second. Hey, bad. That's 3.
3 successes. So they begin backing off, and they're like, ah. and then you end up coming around the side, and you end up kicking their thing aside and giving them a big old smack in the guts. So they're just like kind of thrown off a little bit from your attack. So, volley. Next volley.
I actually kind of like this.
Can you use the same card again?
Absolutely, you can do whatever you want, but you can't choose your sword. It's attack.
Your sword's always attack now.
Because you chose.
Oh yeah, no.
It
I
doesn't
know.
change.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Okay.
I better use attack or feint because I'm the fighter.
I'll lead off with the maneuver since it's the only thing I'm good at, and that's something to do good early in the fight.
Alright, so you did a maneuver.
Yeah.
You probably feint, because I got a better attack right now.
Okay.
And we'll say attack on the end.
Alright. First thing to do is they try to maneuver around you because they just took a big hit. They're like, staggering around trying to get back to their feet and stuff. And they're like, trying to, go ahead.
I'm going to try to maneuver to keep our position.
Keep your position. So you're trying to keep the advantage on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. So maneuver is what? Nature, right?
Nature, yep.
So it's 4 plus 2. That's 6 dice.
We can help that.
6 dice.
It's 4 minus 1 for being sick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that's that.
Helping.
Yeah. Helping dice for each. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice having helping dice, isn't it?
Oh god.
How different it is when you play by yourself.
Oh, yeah, you didn't have that.
I still won some of the fights. I got conditions, but I won. Lordy, Lordy.
5.
Give us some 6s.
1, 2, 3.
3. Yep,
All right.
0 by 2.
Well, he's going to take the advantage. So that's a margin of 2, which is called a position gain. So he actually does gain position. Gets plus 2 dice to his next roll.
Oh.
And he sees that you guys are open. Attack. Oh, no! Feint!
That means we can't defend. He gets an automatic attack.
Free attack.
Just like I did against
1,
their
2,
defend.
3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they only got a thing of 5, 6, 7 dice, plus an additional 2 because they got 8.
Oh my god!
You dead? No, not dead. So.
1, 2,
That ain't
3,
bad at all.
4. 4 damage.
That's not bad at
Down
all.
to 3.
And that's 3. Well, guys, there's going to be some compromising going on here.
What are they at?
They're at 4. And you're at 3.
No, ain't bad.
So next one's going to be an attack from us.
And they launch in and they have delivered massive damage.
And then they...
Attack again.
You have more than one attack? Damn it.
Attack. Yeah, he has 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Attacks, yeah.
Yeah.
Attacks are independent.
Yep.
So everybody makes their own roll. Independent. By independent, I mean that you each do damage to each other. So they do the same amount minus 2 dice.
So there's no margin how much you win by. It's that if we do
It's not
4
a margin.
damage, they get 4 damage. If you do 4 damage to us, we get 4 damage.
Yeah, it's all decided here now.
Okay, so...
So we got 7 dice for them.
is that
So
it?
black. Yep.
Well, I got 7 as well.
You. Minus 1
Minus
for your
1?
sick.
No, it's minus 1 plus 1. Because of the sword.
Right? So 7 dice,
7.
including helpers?
Because I got 5 fighter and 2 weasel-wise.
No, you only add 2 to your... You only add 1 to your wise. You
Okay.
never add more than 1 to your
Alright,
wise.
alright.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. You help me?
I don't have fighter.
No fighter. So we're rolling the exact same amount of dice.
Alright.
Roll with the exact same amount of dollars with the roll.
1, 2, 2.
Oh, that's
2.
not good.
2?
Yeah.
Alright.
Damn it.
It's going to mix for another volley. You guys got 1 life, or 1 decision. They have 2.
This is data. This is it.
This is it now.
So what's our going to do first volley? Or first
Wait for
or
let
last?
him pick first.
Oh, so you guys begin lashing at each other. You're just all out. You're just like slapping. You're just like bang, and the halberds come down like bang, or the spear, sorry. And you're coming up with your halberd, and he's coming up with his spear, and you guys are just bloodied up, like just not really bloodied up, but you're just bashing each other like crazy here. So
Poor Kurt. He's still conscious. He could give us helping dice.
Yeah, not through the ankle or something.
Hey man, it's still helping dice.
Yeah, I'll attack first.
Come on. You should probably not
He already dropped it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, we're kind of in dire straits here, and I have the highest.
Well, I got the highest attack. Because I got the same as you, plus I got my Ys.
Plus the sword.
Plus the sword.
Which canceled out sick.
I'd be rolling with 7, you'd be rolling with 4, I think.
But I get another one because of my halberd.
Yeah, but doesn't... Yeah, she has a halberd.
Oh.
Which is what? Plus success or plus dice?
It's plus 1 dice.
No, it's plus... Well, success is axe.
Yeah, success is axe, which is actually success. You get an extra
So
success.
she's getting an automatic success when she attacks.
Yeah, when she... No, it's automatic extra success, yes.
Yeah.
She attacks, yes. So she gets 1 success.
Actually,
plus-
that's much better.
She should be rolling.
Yes. Yes.
The extra die, especially... No, it's my good rolling to stop.
Alright.
So, that's it.
Really
Just
nothing
waiting
to
for the
attack.
fences.
I'll follow up with a defend just in case we survive that far.
Should I...
Hopefully I don't faint, eh?
Yeah, I know.
What if we did 2 attacks and then defend?
Alright, fine.
I don't know. True.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
It's coming out to the next roll.
Alright, it's coming down to it. Alright.
What's that?
E.
Maneuver! They're making their way around again. They have a strict pattern, if you notice. They're maneuvering around a little bit. They're trying to get their shuffle. They're kind of stumbling around, just like, oh, we gotta get position here. And you guys go like, oh, you're not getting away. You're not getting away. You'll be like stabbing and hitting and whatnot. So they're getting maneuver, which is only their 4 plus the 2 because there's 2 of them. So that's their dice there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 5 for the fighter. You only roll 4 because of the 6,
dice.
but
Then I have
you already
the-
have a success. So
Oh, okay.
Plus 1 because
help.
you're going to help, right?
I'm definitely going to help, yeah.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Use your... Oh, man.
3.
4 already.
Yep.
If she
Use your
wants-
fate.
Use fate. Yeah.
Okay.
So you reroll the 6s.
She got 3 6s.
Oh, no way.
Another
What
success.
works?
5 total.
And that does it.
Yes!
Good job, yeah. That was awesome.
All right, you beat him. You're down to 1. You started at 10.
Oh my lord.
You guys don't win. You win, but you don't win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the way it works,
Defeated by a margin of 2.
we're going to end up doing what's called a compromise, and this is a major compromise. So this means that you guys win, and your idea was to kill him, right? Your compromise was to kill off all but 1, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, God.
Major compromise, you killed them all!
So, alright, well, now we get to have a little tiny bargaining session here now.
Then probably calling me because it's 1 o'clock.
Is it really?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, crap, I didn't need the player's turn or anything. Oh, fuck. Yeah,
I'm good for going. I know it's Matt got you're
Uh,
falling asleep. So.
I'm dead.
alright. Well, anyways. Sorry. So all but few. The winner disposition is reduced to just a few points. He has won a very narrow victory indeed. He must grant a major compromise to the loser. Imagine the loser nearly accomplished his goal, but only thwarted at the end. What would it look like? Or what major twist can be introduced because it is a victory? Alright.
Alright, so what?
So, essentially, okay, compromises can be extracted through promises, change the way the character feels about you, or throw a wrench to the works. It may be used to hurt your enemy too, but the real goal is to compromise the goal of the conflict. You didn't win. You don't get your goal. That's if you don't get it, okay.
I think I like Matt said that we actually ended up killing 3 of them. Because that will severely hinder my search.
plus, injured. We really got our shit fucked up in that second last combat.
Yeah.
Well, let's say not
Yeah.
injured, because that's a little bit too tough. You guys already got a minus 1 dice there.
Yeah.
So, how about, after that fight, everybody's tired. 1 gets away. 1 gets killed. And the other one is left for like have like basically 1.
Okay, 1 unconscious.
But 1 gets away.
Yeah.
And you're all tired.
That's fair.
Yay!
And we're still sick as well?
Yes. Yes. So I'm guessing now, I mean, I don't want to switch to the player's turn. But I got really no choice because we got to clean up soon.
Yeah.
So, we're going to switch to the player's turn. Which is not good for me. So, you are now out of, well, you're actually not even out of the fire. You haven't even accomplished your goal. But, like I said, we're trying to clue it up, and I can't clue it up without having a player's turn. So, here's your check, sir.
Cool.
And here's your check.
Yeah.
And here's your check.
I get 2 checks now?
Cool. Yes. The player's turn. You are allowed to do whatever you want. Make whatever checks you want. You may try to recover from one of your conditions. You may use a check to interrogate this guy. You may do something that's relevant. You cannot spend 2 checks in a row. So,
Okay.
obviously you're going to want to take your first check. Otherwise you have to give your checks away. But
No, I don't know what they do. I guess. And again, what am I getting rid of that sick?
Well, here's how it works. You get rid of stuff in order. First, you start with the lowest, and
Yes.
you work your way up to the highest. So
Right.
you have
There's
to
a number on the
retire
back.
I
first.
get rid of tires.
if you look on the back, there's a number.
Yeah.
The lowest number has to get removed first. Because
Oh, I have to get rid of angry first.
Yes.
That's my lowest number.
yeah, you can't go to sleep angry. Because you can't get a proper sleep if you're angry while you sleep. You wake up on not well rested.
So these checks are like, you can do anything with them.
They're the player's turn. The GM's turn was me just trying to fuck you up by doing things. Now it's your turn to choose what type of things you guys want to do.
You're suggesting an interrogate, buddy.
Alright, well the weasel is like beaten, of course, and one of his friends gets away, the other one is actually killed. He looks at his dead friend and looks back at you. And spits in your face.
Bash him in the face with the hilt of the sword.
Alright, and he spits out some more. So what do you want? What do you want with me?
What does Victor want with me?
You're a mouse guard. We lock you up and see if we have any use of you. Or they put you in the tunnels
In the
to work. Like little mouse slaves.
Have you seen these 2 mice? Describe the mice.
Probably working in the slaves' minds.
Didn't ask for assumptions. I asked if you've even seen them.
I don't know. All you look alike.
Bash him in the face. Bash him in the face again.
Ugh.
What was that?
I don't know. I've probably seen him. Yeah, he's got blood just kind of bubbling out of his mouth.
You probably see.
Bad in the mines. I've seen them in the mines. The black little bastards gave us a hard time a couple days ago.
Is these mines where Victor is held up?
Questions. You asked so many questions, he says.
And you answer so few. Answer the question.
He's somewhere among the mines. Somewhere. Probably the one probably the one whipping your parents in the back.
Bash him in the face again.
Maroth, don't feel so good. Finally, Kurt is getting up now from his slumber.
Hey, Kurt, want some fun?
Oh god, it hurts so bad. His face. He's got a big red, well, it's not red, but it's got a
Big welt.
Yeah, whelp in his.
Hey, Kurt, you saw that stick handy?
He brings it over, like tipsy and stuff.
I'd like you to meet the weasel that just hit you.
Begins whacking at him. He's like, stop!
I'm assuming it's one of
You're
the mice,
annoying.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
So
it does hurt. You got a fighter of 2. So it's not like a complete return.
I'm assuming he's not doing any permanent damage.
No.
Alright, yeah.
Just
So I
like,
just
hey,
I let
stop.
Kurt whack on him for a little while.
God damn! This is all you. I'm the guard now. You listen to me.
Alright, is there anything else you can tell me about the mines? Stop Kurt, obviously, for a second.
Yeah.
Anything else as insecurity-wise?
Oh, give me your check, by the way. Actually, these are for only when you roll dice, though. Okay. So, are you going to persuade him? Intimidate him? You want to get that stuff out?
Persuade. Sure.
Persuade?
I'll persuade him.
Give me back the check.
Check.
Yeah. Persuader check is, it's going to just be his will, which is going to be 4.
You're not persuaded? Would my Weasel Wise help me out here again?
Absolutely. Everything that dealing with the Weasel
So 4 plus 1. Minus 1.
The entire doesn't do it, only does this vision. No, anybody else help? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, but you can still get helping next.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to help.
Yeah.
You get plus 1 success because you're intimidating.
Oh.
Get that automatic.
Oh, success. Yeah, okay.
Because you're intimidating.
Gale can probably tell him.
Role playing as well, unless you're going to put some interesting role playing and spin on this and give you another dice.
You can get Gale to say, to basically tell him to, it's the story, like Kurt go smack me.
No, that's not scary enough.
I know.
I can tell him, if you cooperate with us, I could help you out. I could heal you a bit, so you can stagger back.
You'll do that for me?
You're helpful to us, I'm helpful to you.
Helpful to you.
Helpful to you.
Don't like you guys. I suppose I might, maybe, go ahead.
Yes.
And...
Let's make a deal,
Yeah, I don't have anything, I can't think of
Can't think of anything? Alright.
That's something good.
Nothing good, nothing dice-wise?
No, I warned another dice.
Alright, that's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Alright, so tie. So it's endurance, so it's going to be a will test.
Nice. Will?
Yep.
Okay. -1.
-1. No, yes, -1, because it's only to recover from... You don't get a minus to will or health when trying to recover from sick. Yeah. He has 1 success.
So do I.
Oh, wow.
Fucking A, right? Alright, well, you can break a tie in his favor,
And get a check.
but you can't get a check because it's player's turn. So, you've got fate, don't you? No?
What?
No?
Nope.
You use it? Jeez. Alright, we're going to figure something else.
I didn't use, I can't use Persona now.
No, it's too late. He doesn't want to fucking tell you. Straight up, it's like you don't get any information, nothing. I mean, not only that, let's see, it's a win or loss. Nobody gets what they want, so he lets out some stuff, but not enough.
Okay.
He basically says, "Yeah, your parents in the mine,
What I've already told you.
and yeah, it's just like in the West Wing."
Alright.
The tunnel's over there, and he points towards
Consider my battles
the
with
beginning of the tunnel.
Do I know where the... Oh, he pointed to it?
Point toward the beginning of the tunnel.
Okay.
But he didn't tell you where, because he just said the west wing of the tunnel. And the tunnel inches there. That tunnel's goes on forever. You know that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was going to ask, if I know anything with it, because Weasel's kind of in my forte.
Yeah, give you an idea.
I'm no stranger to these tunnels.
Yeah, no, you've been in adventure these before. If he's talking about that area that they had about all the mice slaves, too, a couple years ago, it's pretty deep in the mines there. Scary stuff.
Can't be that far from Fort Dale.
What's everybody else doing? Let's go check.
I am going to try and recover from anger.
Okay, give me your. You're sleeping? Are you angry or just sleeping? Tired. Alright, trying to get some sleep. Alright, then it's. Okay, so you're actually trying to get a snooze? A full 8-hour snooze right now in the middle of the woods, or are you going to try to shrug it off?
Can she just have a nap? He have a nap?
No. Yeah, but it won't get rid of fatigue. He has to have a good night's rest. So that means you would have to stay here for 8 hours to get the old snooze to go, and well, storyline progresses. Or you can roll your health ob 3 to shrug it off.
Okay.
Shrug off
Your health is what?
6.
6? Yeah.
And ob 3.
Successes.
3 successes and a 6 dice, and no helping dice. And you shrug off your tired.
1, 2.
3. 2. Oh.
2.
Fail.
Well, sadly, that's a fail. You don't get rid of your tired. You're still tired. But you lose your check. That's the end of your play.
And we're going to try to get rid of angry with an OB2 will test.
Alright, you're gonna kick a beetle, are you? Or you're gonna kick the crap out of the dead corpse over there. Hey, that's the death. You helped kill a weasel. Hey, maybe that makes amends for it. We don't know yet.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what another thing to do after all this.
Well, come on, baby.
I'll show you.
Yes!
Yeah, good job. Alright, so you went over and gave the old corpse a kick, and you said, you know what? It's not my fault. It's not my problem that the other guy died. He had it coming to him.
Yeah.
Right?
He tried to rape her.
That's right.
He could have just let her go.
That's right. So, back to you. What are you going to do with your last check? And don't do the same thing.
Oh, essentially the same thing. I got the information really well.
Yep.
And that's try
So you didn't use your check to heal him. You're a liar!
No.
He didn't give us what we wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Go ahead.
It was a tie. We didn't get nothing, he didn't
That's
get nothing.
right. That's true.
All I can really think of is the same thing everyone else did. Get rid of tired.
Shrug it off or sleep for 8 hours?
See?
I will shrug it off, obviously.
Alright, health of 3. Well, but I don't give it a health. You don't give it a tired yet until you actually fucking roll it.
No, that's how confident I
Health
was
of
going to get 3.
Health of 3. What other wise does he have?
Trap, knight, armor, and weasel.
Trying to get you some help there.
Would stoic help me? I'm pretty devoid of emotion.
Would you like to, would it make it? Tell me how it would make sense. Your guy is emotionless, therefore he doesn't feel tired because he doesn't feel
Yeah,
emotional.
pretty much.
What?
Emotions are exhausting.
Well, he doesn't whine about being tired because he's stoic. That doesn't necessarily mean he's not tired.
I would be a lot more tired if I wasn't stoic because of the whole worried about my parents shit.
Sure. I'll let that go through.
It's,
Don't forget it. Yep. Yeah.
What?
How does sick work again? Does it work only when recovering conditions or only when recovering sick?
One dependence, nature, will, health, and skill tests. Penalty not applied to resources or tests, nor to will, health tests for recovery.
Okay, good.
So I can roll all 4.
Yeah.
Plus
So, yep.
the
So you don't have
wild.
any worry. It says recovery in general. Yeah. Just want to make sure.
So I am rolling faster.
Right.
So put it in 2 successes.
Well, you guys are not shrugging that shit off.
Wait! 4, 4, and 6. It's 3 successes.
There you go. Okay.
You just hit it with the card, but that's cool. Alright.
What?
No,
What?
come
Fuck
on.
you! Oh, you're such a schemer.
I
man.
did not change a dice. It was,
Have fun with Brogan. Alright, so.
yeah, really.
I know.
I'm not worried about Brogan, I'm worried with Halfling.
Oh, that halfling. There you go. Alright, so essentially you guys use up all your checks.
Okay.
You guys look like you're standing in front of the tunnel, and that's where the campaign is going to begin next time. Alright, so.
I liked the battle. That was cool.
Battle? Oh, we're not done yet.
We're not done?
Sorry.
This next part isn't that long.
I thought you said that we were staying and that's where I leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have more stuff to do here.
Yeah, we have actual role-playing awards.
Oh, boards.
Yeah, it's called Artha.
I'm guessing Matt won a lot of them last time.
Actually, he didn't win them all.
What?
No.
NPCs out overplayed you? That's
The
terrible.
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Alright.
The first,
let's see.
it's when you meet your goals. The first session I did. The second session, not so much.
Alright, earning fate
Why?
points.
Okay.
So there are 3 ways to earn fate points. You only earn up to 3 fate points one per session. Acting upon your belief. So we're going to start with you. What's your belief?
Spoken word. Powerful weapon.
If your character's actions reflect the game of what your belief is, earn 1 fate points. You believe you earned that, and examples of why.
Well, every confrontation ended up being verbal instead it could have been violent, except for the weasels who already attacked somebody. It was the only reason why I pulled my blade.
Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Like Jamie and...
Alright, take a fate point for that.
Sweet.
Alright, so we're going to do the next one. What's your belief?
I didn't follow my belief there.
No.
Because I wasn't as alert as I could have been. Like, I didn't jump on all that for me, so I don't think I was
Okay, no,
that one.
sir. And what about your belief?
A cool head will always triumph over a hot head. A cool mind will always triumph, anyway. I don't think so. Like, individual-wise, I didn't really do a whole lot this session.
Okay.
So, no.
Alright, no problem. I guess everyone was sort of tired today, I guess. Working towards a goal. If your character's actions work towards your goal, but did not accomplish it, you're earning 1 fate point. What's your goal?
Bum parents.
Well, fucking, you definitely tried.
Yeah.
So, I guess you might be keeping that goal for next session, maybe also a little bit, but fuck
Okay.
yeah, man. Take that.
So
take
was
that
it fate?
point. Yep. You didn't accomplish your goal, did you? Thank your parents? No.
No.
Get there, though.
I tried to.
Oh, what was your goal?
It was
To
to impress him.
Right.
But I definitely tried anyway.
Okay, sure. Yeah, take a fate point. I don't. Did she impress you in the end?
In the end, the player character was falling asleep.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, when she was
Well, it's a fate point. You're working towards the goal. You just never accomplished yet.
yeah, like she
I
did.
didn't forget my
She did
goal.
go off and try and find shit on her own when we entered the town. Just cheering that Jamie wasn't her fault.
Yeah, you might have to change your goal though. And your goal.
Atone for the crimes with the time I had before winter. Killing a weasel, I don't think would have done it because I'm just killing again, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
you
I
work towards.
wanna
Right, you're working
save-
towards
you
it.
worked towards
Yeah.
it the whole time.
Yeah.
But like in order to really atone for it, I need to save someone. So saving his parents.
So your
I'll
basically
make
new
up for
goal
it.
is if you finding my parents.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
I found a reason, right?
Well, essentially, what you're going to do is probably end up changing your goal to something more direct now that you have an idea of what you're going to do to get your goal, right?
Yeah.
So that's a fate point there.
Okay.
Play an instinct. If you played an instinct and perform the action described at a proper time during the game, you're in 1 fate point. So what's your instinct?
Get both sides of the dispute.
Did you?
No.
I don't think so.
Now,
I don't think you really. You think you sort of went one-sided, if not.
Not
every...
necessarily. No.
Oh, how about Jamie there? How'd you do that one?
I don't want to give myself away, but I did not go against my instinct because Jamie will just mouth off to the boss, so I just put him in his place.
Did you find it the his side story?
I never. Okay.
why is he so?
Why is he so
crotchety?
crotchety? Why is he acting the way he is? What's the relationship between him and them?
But regardless of the relationship between the two of them, if he's a mouse guard, he should be professional enough not to let that kind of behavior.
But you never got both sides of the story.
No, that's
You
what I'm
don't know
saying.
why. he's acting that way.
I never followed the instinct, but I also didn't go against it either. There wasn't really a dispute of two sides.
Oh, I'm not saying against it. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
against it. I'm just saying, did you follow your beliefs?
No.
No. Okay. Or
Not
not
the
beliefs,
instinct.
the instinct.
Not this time.
What's your instinct?
Loyalty. No. Well, kind of. But not.
Maybe next time
Yeah.
you'd be a little bit more awakened.
Yeah.
I don't know, but in every possible chance you could, she did help whatever we were doing. Come on.
Yeah, but it wasn't always.
She did get into the battle. She was the first one into the battle, technically, after Kirk got smacked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she had loyalty to a point. Yeah. Let's see what it's called.
I'd roll the dice.
No, it doesn't roll dice. It's got to be fun.
I don't know.
I say for now, like, work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your instincts?
Always defend the weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're definitely getting a fate point for that.
Nice.
The exception of Kirk.
Kurt, no!
Oh, no, what's that going to do? He fucking defended him afterwards.
If he avenged him.
Yeah, avenged him, right? And he tried to defend him, but the poor guy's just
He did let him run
crazy.
with a bunch of weasels.
I didn't let him. I mean, the guy went out on his own, right?
No, I know.
Kurt says that a lot.
That's sort of his instincts.
He's an antagonist.
Take a fate point.
If I had known you were
Vader
getting
persona.
I would try harder. But I know.
Well, now you know,
I
right?
know.
Oh, totally. This game is like there's nothing about this role playing. Everything about this game is role playing, right?
I like this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
I like this.
Accomplishing a goal. Does anybody accomplish their goals?
No.
All right. Acting against a belief in a dramatic fashion that basically made like a starlight of the game.
I fought, but that's no big deal.
We need to do a shit for Kurt because he's fucking rocking. He's not even a tender paw yet. He's like, level us all.
He's working his way to be an Asgard. He's working on his beliefs and
That's right.
instincts. Swing me for thinking. Okay, MVP, most valuable player. The most valuable player award goes to the person who made the most crucial role in the mission. The group that's decided gets 1 persona point, and only one player may have those VP.
It's Devin scared her.
Yeah, well, what role did he make that was so in tune with
That actually no, that was yours. That mega smash at the end of that combat.
Yeah, I think so. I think
They're
Megan
fine.
actually
Yeah.
gets that. Because I'll tell you the truth, man, that took away like they went from 7 down to like 3.
Yeah,
or
and
some
you
shit.
burned a fate point to do it.
Yeah, I think you get that. So it's a persona. Workhorse, who did the most rolls in this game, who carried the team.
Yeah.
Devin, for sure.
Sweet.
He made the storyline go on. So everybody, Devin, you're getting the fucking persona point for that.
Persona?
Yeah.
Hey.
And embodiment. Everybody can get embodiment, but will everybody get embodiment? Let's see.
Okay.
If you roleplay in a believable, entertaining manner through the entire session, if you include an accent, describe all your actions in vivid detail, or bring your belief and goal and instinct in a very cool way, you gain a persona point.
Matt did really good at that.
Mhm.
Yes, he did.
Really good.
Yes.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Matt,
Anchor.
once again, you get an embodiment. You get it every game, because every time you play your character very dramatically.
I wish you guys could have been there for last set. Well, paying attention last
Yeah.
session.
If you guys ever take some time, I actually wrote up the story of the first session.
That's all direct quotes, is it?
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty
close.
close. Pretty close.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty spot on.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm
It's
recording
quite a
this
good job.
session is because I'm going to listen to it again and use it for storyline.
So I get a persona for that
You
one?
do get a
or-
persona.
Good job.
All right, so everybody get a persona for it. All right, and that's it. So, and that's the end of the session. Bye.